Believe it or not,
Hello?
it's Gateway time once again.
Gateway!
Gateway.
Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your thunder there, Zan.
No, you're good.
Well, we
If
are...
Discord allowed for it, it could have been in sync.
It's true. We're back at it again. Episode 98, nearly 100 episodes in.
Madness.
Goodness. Goodness. Goodness.
Gateway never changes.
Indeed.
Until it does. Then it's different.
Indeed.
Until otherwise stated.
Speaking of statements, let's go around the horn and introduce our wonderful players here, starting with Fringe Type.
Hey, how you doing? My name's Fringe. I'm a writer and a voice actor. You can find me on twitch.tv/FringeType. I stream throughout the week. Streams have been a little sporadic lately because I've been very sick or very tired or dealing with both. The tiredness and the sickness might be one and the same, now that I think about it. But come on down. We got a bunch of fun dum-dum stories. I got all kinds of fun things for you. I got retro games. I got RPGs. I got horror games. I play a lot of fun horror games or dark-themed games with Sarah on Thursdays. I also play a lot of really old games because my rig is not in a good way. So I'm just running like low-effort stuff, like low graphically. So like games like Vampire Survivors or like Grim Dawn, that's a fun one. Grim Dawn's one of my favorite action RPGs. Or I even play things like RuneScape, old school RuneScape, and what else do I got under the hood that I've been working around? Kingdoms of the Dump, which is a game that Gentle suggested to me, which is very fun. And other games abound. Maybe Tales of Majel if I'm feeling really low resources on the computer. But yeah, I'm a guy who writes. I've been writing for... I've been wanting to do a radio show, and I've been also working on my RPG for a while. I'm actually making the story for a turn-based RPG. Just voice acting, doing auditions and things like that. But if you want to hear the dum-dum stories of that, I'm rambling, come on down to twitch.tv/FringeType. That's me. That's me. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. Good.
How about you,
That's
Laney?
it, by the way. That's all I got.
How about you, Laney? How have you been and what have you been up to?
Oh, I have been surviving good, sir. Little low energy today. Got my little COVID flu shot 1-2 combo yesterday. So processing. Beyond that, check out 4-Star Bento. Kaiser and I just did a Dragon Ball quiz. You'll never believe which of us won.
It was Zito under the table.
It was always Zito. Never underestimate Zito. But yeah, not a whole lot to report on my end. I'll get back to streaming here. Honestly, I'll probably be doing like a live watch along for the Game Awards and try to work my way back up to a streaming schedule that way. Other than that, check out 4-Star Bento, Tales Unwritten, and of course Team 4-Star for more. That's me.
Right on. Up next, we've got Sarah. Where can they find you, and what have you been up to?
I'm on Blue Sky and YouTube at Sarah the channel with any Willia. Oh, right. Yeah, just winding down this year, doing there's disc streams with Fringe. Heyo. Ew. Oh yeah, I can talk about that. If you like Wild Rift, there's a new Jinx skin called Supervillain Jinx, and I'm back for that again.
Oh.
So enjoy that. Enjoy that. Yes. Yes. That's me.
Alrighty. And up next, we've got my good friend, Xanalis Grimm.
Hi, that's me. Do you like TTRPG content? I bet you do if you're here. Well, if you want more of it, and you want more of this voice, you can hear me over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Scrim at 7 p.m. PST. This Monday, where we're getting back to some more, oh my gosh, Stalwart Souls, which is a game I run with a few friends of the channel here. Then, on Tuesdays, back at twitch.tv/Distortion Devil at 1 p.m. PST, we have some more Vecna Eve of Ruin. Then Thursday, twitch.tv/Monty Glue at 7 p.m. PST for some more Dungeon of the Mad Mage. And then Friday, twitch.tv/Distortion Devil again at 3 p.m. PST for some more Cazador's Guide to the Cosmos. That's it for me for now.
Alrighty. And I suppose that just leaves me, and they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, and Blue Sky at Distortion Devil. You can find all my TTRPG/roleplay content over at youtube.com/devilsanddicerolls. And patreon.com/devilsanddicerolls if you feel like supporting the creative process. Yeah. Tomorrow on this channel, I should probably mention, we are going to be having a special charity one-shot.
Oh. Sorry, I'll stop.
Oh!
Ooh.
That's right.
Oh!
The fine people over at Calm, the Campaign Against Living Miserably, reached out to us for their Jingle Jam fundraiser, and tomorrow Monty will be hosting a very special one-shot. So be sure and be on the lookout for that. And I think that's just about everything in terms of announcements and intros and stuff. This episode of Gateway was brought to you in part by Die Hard Dice.
We're back to the cutout.
That's right.
Yeah!
A double cutout.
Oh my
You're
god.
rewarded today.
Oh no, the
Just
mic
heard-
is learning.
Just heard the most muffled. Incredible. Die Hard Dice. That's right. It's your one-stop shop for dice and dice accessories. And if you head on over to dieharddice.com, you can use the code Unexpectables. You can save 10% when you shop online. Be sure to pick up the Eli's Aspect Dice as well, the official collaboration between the Unexpectables and Die Hard Dice.
Forged in a dark pit!
Indeed.
Also, the merchandise.
That is also correct. Yes, we are currently
Oh.
in production now is some new bits of merchandise for the shop. And a little something for you Prince Division likers out there.
What?
And we're hoping
Second
to...
most popular channel on Saturdays on twitch.tv/The
That's right.
That's right!
That's right.
So be sure to be on the lookout for that. We're gonna try and get these out before the holidays, or before the new year at this point, I suppose. But before Christmas is what we're shooting for. Yeah. And we also could not do this week in, week out without bits and subs from viewers like you. From people such as Kale Ward. Thank you for the 41 months, 1 million years, Gateway.
1,000,000 years!
Solar Misfit, thank you for the 45 bits. Wonder if the ghouls of the Acropolis would enjoy some Radar Rataroni pizza from the Arch. Crackling good flavor in every bite.
I love people trying to sell their post-apocalypse products throughout this entire campaign. We've had some really good ones. I just gotta let you know about that. Would I try any of them? God, no. But they are good.
So fluffy and moist, you don't even need teeth to eat it. Miraco Blade Tail, thank you for the 9 months. Die Hard Dice starts foaming at the mouth.
Dude, I've been Pavloved in it. Somebody mentioned Die Hard Dice in my channel, and I just screamed it while I was reading it. Like, it was just a fucking reaction. It was just...
It's muscle memory at this
affected me.
point. Well. With that, are we ready to get into tonight's episode of Gateway?
Yes.
Yes, Connor.
I'm amenable.
Hello, friend Connor. I am ready for Insert D&D Campaign.
I'll allow it.
Wait, hold on. Tabletop Campaign. Sorry, it's Lanny says.
I'll allow it.
Ah, thank you, buddy. I gotta eat pork chops for another week.
When last we left the Runaways, Apex the Wildman, Louise the Scavenger, Cynthia the Nurse, Alvin the Mechanic, and Theo the Combat Medic. Apex had just returned to Riverside and regaled the rest of the gang about what he found in St. Jacob. Mutated humanoid cicadas and FEV abound. Some strange and wicked happenings are on the horizon. After returning to the Emerald Acropolis and retrieving some supplies, they met with Johann, who set up a meeting with the enigmatic preacher of Vault 40. With new answers, but perhaps just as many questions, the Runaways plot their next move on tonight's episode of Gateway. Ended a bit early this time. And indeed, as you are still in the Emerald Acropolis, the night still quite young, as you've just gotten out of your talks with the preacher, such as they were. Your group and Johann have gone their separate ways for the evening. You've been allowed to remain in the Emerald Acropolis for as long as you see fit.
Well, that left more questions than answers, didn't it, y'all?
Questions that the archers have to answer.
Oh, God, I'm not looking forward to this conversation.
All right. Now, Apex, are you 100% certain that we should talk to the archers? Because I feel like they're going to go ahead and scrap up with us if that's the case. Not to say I'm not beyond a scrap. I'm good at it. I'm just saying, are we certain about that particular band?
What reason would they have to fight us? We seek information, and at the moment, we're in the best position to deliver what they need.
I'm more worried about them squaring up to come out here and trying to get into the vault by force because we didn't do it.
Well, they don't know about this place now, do they?
They
Yeah,
know
but-
about Vault 40, though.
That's true, but they won't expect Johann and a bunch of people around here.
I
But
suppose if they do try to, browbeat their way through, threaten to just take it themselves, we could just tell them there's a small army of super mutants between them and the vault, which is true.
They
They
did
already
tell us
believe
about that in
that.
the first place.
They already believe this, which is why they haven't come themselves.
Huh.
Oh, I'm
So what
worried.
y'all saying is that we got the leverage on them. That might work.
I
Well-
just don't want to give a bunch of guys with mag casters a reason to come down here.
Yeah.
But I suppose I'm also very, very worried about that preacher guy, though, and I sort of feel like we do need information.
Well, from what the conversation said about, he's down there. There's a bunch of other people that are also down there, so I guess it should be fine.
Uh,
I know is that there are some people down there in the Archers that I was talking to who weren't all that bad considering. It'd be a shame to go ahead and scrub against it. But I think if we go ahead and use some words first, I think that would work best. All right, I guess there's no talking around it. I'll clap Apex on the back. I got your back. If you think that's the best way, then I got nothing to go ahead and say to the contrary about it, all right?
I think we need to know what they know at this point.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
think
glad-
I think they have the upper half of the puzzle too.
well, guess I'm just glad you're real good at talking lately, Apex.
I just like to get information.
Gives him a little gentle poke in the shoulder. Nah, you're good at negotiating. Come on. Okay.
He looks embarrassed, like he kind of like looks down at his shoes a little.
You just kind of kicking at the dirt, like no.
I'm not. I'm a dangerous animal.
Yeah,
Come on,
you
Apex.
are.
Think about all the times in the comics where, you get the good interrogation scenes. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. He nods enthusiastically to that.
Yeah, honestly. I'm telling you what, I didn't know that there was so much good lingo that you learned and picked up from comic books. I never would have thought in my life. Well,
My parents are also doctors.
that has something to do with it too. I'm sure. I'm certain. Me, I'm more of a gyro. You point me towards something, I can go ahead and fix it on up. I can negotiate payments, but that's about it.
I
Well,
got one more bug in my shoe before we get going. If you don't mind me addressing. I know something's come up a few times now.
You
oh,
want
what's that
Apex
now?
to take care of that?
No. The way I see it, well, I understand we don't want necessarily the Brotherhood to poke their noses in. We should say at least something. If we don't, then they're very likely to make up their own minds without any sort of information, and who knows where that might go.
Right. Oh, hell. I was supposed to help with that signal thing, but we didn't get around to it.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
we purposefully avoided that because it's like you said, if they get the backup they need, they might make rash decisions.
True,
It's
but
more important.
if we tell them nothing, whether that's a lie or whatever, even if we tell them lies or something, like, at the very least we can tell where they might be going. Right now, they're kind of an unknown variable. That's not great.
Yeah,
Unless we
Theo
think
has
so-
a right of it. Desperate people do make rash decisions.
Unless we think that they're just going to be passive in all this.
No, you're right.
Like, it's not a priority yet. I think the Archers are definitely the way to go right now, but just something to think about,
What do you think we should do about them, though?
Honestly, I think once we talk to the Archers and we get more information about what their map is doing, maybe then give us an idea what to tell the Brotherhood, but I don't rightfully know. I know we should say something. We should tell them something. But what? I'm still pondering. Could definitely use some help.
Hey, remind me again, what's the Brotherhood's mission? Because we've talked to a couple people who've been disillusioned with it. I definitely know that one. But what's on the tin? What's the Brotherhood of Steel supposed to be doing? As part of their what's the word? I guess charter. I guess.
That is a very long answer. A very complicated question. It shouldn't be, but there's a lot of history that. Well, unless you want to hear me wax poetic about it, it's I suppose the short of it is they're supposed to keep dangerous technology out of the hands of people who would use it for harm. But it's definitely been used as a shield to do, I guess, unsightly things.
Well,
Power, as you know, hates a vacuum, and when you have all that sort of technology and there's a power vacuum in an area, then, well, one thing leads to another.
What about people who's using technology, but they're benefiting themselves and perhaps even others? Kind of like with, I wave a hand around where we are and I pat my power armor. Kind of like this.
Well, I've heard stories of other chapters of the Brotherhood. It's not all one giant conglomerate force like some people might think it is. Some chapters tend to take kindly to try and help in their communities. Others tend to isolate themselves and focus on their original mission. Brotherhood out here, we weren't even supposed to be out here, at least not for that long.
Well, do you remember what your mission was? What everybody was doing in St. Louis before they were pushed out by the archers? Because they were there for a while.
I know. In truth, I was still on the come up. Still learned a lot about technology, history, the world was, how to patch people together. And I was on the fringes of St. Louis trying to help out with the Project Aqueduct. The exact orders and comes and goings, I only heard rumors, but I didn't know for certain.
You never heard anything?
Connor, what would have Theo heard potentially?
Make a smarts roll.
On it. 11.
11. Since you've been in this chapter of the Brotherhood for as long as you have, you've heard a couple of rumors about things that have happened here in the past. Things that you never had the clearance to know, but it's something that you just sort of picked up on the rumors and musings of after a while. You know, your specific chapter, the Midwest Brotherhood of Steel, was in and around the area, doing their usual business. You know, they would talk to tribals, and in exchange for technology and protection, they would get, you know, recruits, usually young children or fit young adults, to become the newest members, the newest generation of the Brotherhood of Steel. In St. Louis specifically, however, you are aware of a smaller, but still quite fearsome band of super mutants, remnants of the Master's army that had cropped up in St. Louis and had essentially all but taken it over. But
and their mission was to topple that.
Yeah, their mission was to essentially stop this army, cut it off at the head, and over time that mission was eventually achieved.
Well, a long time ago, Brotherhood came from west coast of what was the old world United States. We were tracking down a super mutant that had eerily similar powers to Johan. I had a massive super mutant army that wanted to turn the whole world to super mutants. It was going to kill everyone that resisted or capture them and force them to turn into them. Brotherhood came out here to try and trace down the remnants of his army once he was killed. And the large ship that Brotherhood of the Midwest, as it was, came crashing down near, I think what was the old world Chicago. We spread out trying to hunt down the remnants of the Master's army, and, well, the local chapter, what became, kept recruiting locals to take down the super mutants that took over St. Louis. As a result, once they finally toppled those super mutants, it just kind of had nowhere else to go. Tried, I imagine, forming their own, or our own way of living out here, for better and for worse.
So they have nothing to do, or didn't know about whatever technology is hidden under the arch.
I rather doubt it. If they did, I'm certain they would have set up their entire base of operations at the Arch.
Well, I suppose the sooner we learn from the archers, the better then. We'll head out at first light.
Yeah. Oh, at some point, too, I might want to stop by, the, Words. What's the name of the place where the scary skeleton robot guy lives?
The Science Center?
Yes, the Science Center. Thank you. I might want to hit the Science Center at some point and talk to Dr. Howell. Howell? It was Howell, right?
Yes.
Yes.
In relation to my... Oh, I miss that scary man's voice. In relation to my vault door, fixing that, because Box seems to think that might be a good idea. Yeah, I guess
sounds like a solid plan.
Yeah, let's hit it for the night.
Sounds swell to me.
I'm going to go get some shut-eye. Come on, Yogi. And I kind of like nod over my shoulder.
Oh. No, Alvin. It's, well, you've had a lot of time working on it. It's time to get better in it. You're gonna do some more calisthenics in the power armor. Come on.
Yes, sir. I will do calisthenics in the power armor.
Again, it's a lot of it is trying to rewire your brain to not to let the power armor do most of the heavy lifting. You're still getting used to it, but you know it you still feel quite powerful inside of the power armor.
What are you doing? Push-ups, you said?
Calisthenics.
I just want to imagine like Louise sitting on your chest or something, or as you're doing it, just like doing your nails, being like, "Yeah, it's real good, or Sean, do another 10 reps, okay?"
Sounds good. I'm telling you what.
Just relaxing.
Hard part about this, Theo, is like I want to throw my whole like weight into my hands on pressing together, but like I guess you got to be gentle with it and just let. I don't know. It's kind of like you're guiding something. Like it's like you're like you're just letting it move. I guess is the weird thing.
Pretend you're swimming. That's the way I learned.
You do realize if we swim in these rivers, it's not great, right?
I know, but still, the whole idea is
you gotta go 5 to 10 minutes.
You're moving the stuff around you, not necessarily just your arms.
So it'd be like moving crates or something. Okay, I'll try.
Maybe just trust the armor to carry you a bit.
Oh, I'll trust it. It works amazingly. It's just it does take a while to get used to it, I guess. Swimming, huh? So like alrighty. Oh, this is hard.
And Theo will work Alvin through a workout until he fucking damn near passes out.
Oh, please, Jesus above, no more leg lifts.
Yep. Now you're gonna keep using them muscles until you know which ones you need to work on. So go and get some rest. You're gonna have a long drive tomorrow.
You got her. I'll step out of the power armor, just kind of flop down next to the Corvega.
How you doing?
Pretty swell. After everything, Jetty seemed actually kind of amicable with at least what we found out there, so I'm happy about that.
Yep. Gave her a hat. Seems all good.
Yeah, she ain't used to gifts at all or anything like that. She giving any guff about it?
Ah, a little bit of, I love this, ooh, I hate you. Cuck gives him a light punch on the shoulder. You mean you've been wooing that woman way before me? You never gave her a gift?
The best gift I gave was when I made her blue rich. Of course I made her a gift.
Ah, you crazy kids.
Between this and this, I'll just knock on the boot of the power armor. I don't know which one's more of a. What is that word Dad always said? Magnus Opry, something like that. Magnus Opine, something like that. I don't know.
Above game. What does that mean? I know that's Latin.
Magnum Opus.
Oh, okay. I thought so. I wasn't sure.
Well, while you go find a dictionary, why don't you two go find rest somewhere? I'll clean up your power armor. Sweat buildup is not good for long range fighting.
No trouble. You mind if I just lean over your shoulder to just see the proper way to clean that up?
Sure. Just sit down, yeah?
Yeah, I got you.
You doing all right there, Theo, though?
Yeah, I spoke my piece. I'm feeling a lot better now.
Alrighty.
Haven't
How's
seen a
Apex
spark-
doing?
He's just laying like Yogi is all curled up, and Apex is just kind of like resting his neck on like Yogi's haunch.
Aww.
You got a real spark in your eye, Theo, ever since I cracked this thing on.
Well, I don't know. Just feels right somehow. I feel like a squire again. Makes sense. Learned quite a bit since joining all y'all.
I'd say so. I've always been obsessed with these things, and I saw a lot of billboards and whatnot about them. Ever since I was a real little kid out in West Virginia.
He kind of looks over the armor.
Hard to tell what kind of power armor it was with the scorch marks on the billboard, of course, but you could tell the shape.
Power armor's nice. I don't know. I wish there was a way we could make the fusion cores. Have a factory or some such. Get nuclear power going again, but I know that's a distant fantasy.
I remember being pretty sauced a long time ago having a talk about that. I mean, this was back when I ran into the White Razors, but Katie taught me out of it because she was just like, well, if you turn on that thing, 1, it might explode, 2, it might attract every critter in a 50-mile radius to the location. But if I could find a way to go ahead and at least charge them, I did charge one fusion core before. I mean, it almost exploded. Don't tell Starshine. But it did work. Red Rocket Station. I had a crazy idea in my head when I was working on the Corvega when you guys were out shopping.
Huh. Maybe once this is all over, when the business of immediately at hand is needed or done and dealt with, then I don't know. It does make me sad to think that the power of, well, just about everything from the world that was is on a clock. Gotta be some way to be able to recharge this stuff, right?
Well, that's a nice thing. Well, that's a nice thing when I joined the Machinists. Back when Big O saved my life and whatnot, and I was kind of building a new life for myself because I didn't know that Jetty was alive or anything. So I really like old world stuff. You probably knew that from the way I was dressed and everything, but I always had a bit of a charm about it. And you know, if I could charge one thing, or if I could go ahead and fix some old world like plumbing, like way back in the day, one of the first jobs I had is went down to Frontenac Boss Man, help out some of the plumbing. Even something that small can fix up and make people really really happy. So, I'll tell you what, we might not be able to get the nuclear power going on, but if you think back to that Red Rock station where we won't talk about that. But the thing about that was the service was there. So, who knows? Somewhere out there might be another station. There's a machine that goes ahead and fixes cars up for standard for pre-world money. I bet there might be some kind of service out there, might still be on, can recharge fusion cores.
Hmm.
Now, if we do find it, he'll thumb over at Louise. She is good at finding anything that is remotely fusion core shaped.
I suppose that's
No
good to know.
pressure.
No pressure, Starshine. Just find every single fusion core in the wasteland.
Just start counting on her fingers like, oh gosh.
Over the course of nearly 100 episodes, you found 2.
Cool. 2 out of 6.
To be fair,
that's
we
big
haven't been
progress.
trying.
It's true. It is true. We haven't target farmed.
Give me a little sensor on the road. Bing, 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 bing. I found it!
But I'll tell you what, dear. I mean, with those stories and whatnot, entirely possible. Big wasteland out there. We don't know what still is all around. I mean, we found a lot, but there's probably an equal amount or greater that we still haven't found out yet. If it exists, we can find it. And if there's a schematic, well, I can try my hand at building one. I probably will need a radiation suit if I build one, though.
I was gonna say. Well, still,
Add it to the list.
that's far out for now. You get some rest, you two.
All right. Rest up when you get to it, Theo.
Will do. And Theo will finish cleaning up the inside of the armor, make sure the sweat doesn't build up and it's not gross and gunky in there. And he'll kind of see his more shaking hand, take a deep breath, and remember what Cynthia told him. And he'll leave the medics behind and just try to find rest.
Sleep.
Connor?
Sorry, I
Honk.
was texting someone.
Honk shoe, honk shoe, honk shoe.
Yes, eventually you all head to bed and get yourself a nice night full of sleep. And as the sun rises and the morning greets you all, you make your plans to set off.
I ride bareback.
He does.
Quite literally, yeah.
We had to think about that one, but yes.
You know, there's like,
Wood.
Making bear noises.
Moo?
No, making bear noises is so much fun. I'll be honest with you.
yeah.
Alright. In that case, let me go ahead and bring you back here.
Ah, the map. So much darkness still.
You take off from the Emerald Acropolis and you make your way. You go into the Arch first.
I believe so.
Alright.
Yeah. Can we go in a way that uncovers a few more of these squares?
That's up to you. You're driving, aren't you?
Yeah, but Connor uncovers the squares?
I mean,
He is the
Connor
He
is the
is-
master of uncovering.
I don't
Nah.
uncover
the square
squares.
master.
He does. He's
We'll
the
take some of
god.
the southern roads.
Connor, master of the squares.
it's
So
true.
long as it's accessible by car.
I am the square master. Would you like to show me what route you want to take to clear out some squares?
Let's hit a row. Just a nice row.
I mean, I'm
Just
trying to
feeling it
think of-
like this.
Yeah, drive straight through every building.
I mean, it could just be like, woo, 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 woo,
Let's serpentine the entire map up
Oh
and
yeah,
down.
it's
And...
more like that.
I mean, it's 5% energy a trip, not per square anymore. So it's sort of like,
If you fuck around and go exploring, that number might change. Just saying.
oh come on,
80 hours.
What do you mean? Oh, come on!
80 hours
mean, I'm
later.
not-
You can't exploit the mechanics. Connor can patch it in real time.
It's true.
didn't ask to do the complicated thing.
All right, so you're just gonna go serpentining all your way through to the arch.
You know how dads sometimes do that thing in the car where they just swerve back and forth. It's like that, only in a much bigger thing.
No, I've never known any dad swerve back and forth in a car. It's normally one line and they are locked the fuck in the entire time.
Same, actually. Sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
Please,
That's why I
want
only do it on country roads. On the road again. Oh, I just can't wait to be on the road again.
What do you see?
You were being
What
so
do you
goofy
see?
today.
What do you see? What terrors await us, Connor?
Indeed, what terrors do await you as I
Tell me
go
the
looking
first
through my
night.
notes here.
So
I'm
many
just-
quests yet unsighted.
Cross-referencing your travel path, I guess, with my map here. And also my other real map.
Ooh.
There's probably a market in that, just like making Fallout-style maps for like real American cities.
That would be pretty
Probably.
cool.
I remember a rumor.
Anybody want a
once-
business opportunity? I just shouted that out to you. Just credit me.
I remember a rumor I heard a long time ago when they were making the map for Fallout 3. They wanted to make a map for the White House, and the U.S. government went, no. And that's why it's a crater.
Here's an accurate depiction of Fort Knox. Wait,
Hmm.
Wait a minute.
It's very barren out here. All right.
No, the
Why I'm
bear's
riding
over
a
there.
bear. Yeah, that's why I'm riding it.
hey, let's go!
Oh!
God damn it.
Funny. We make funny humor.
Yes, thank you, horse.
Lousy one-horse town.
No, that's the horse I hit because of my stupid directions.
The wild rad horses of
You
St. Louis.
look out the side of the window, and Apex riding on the back of a bear is chasing down a horse.
Yogi, no, no, no! Come on!
Oh no, Apex is into it. Apex wants meat.
But they're endangered.
Everything's endangered.
Everything's endangered.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's being chased by a bear. It's very in danger.
Oh, it hurts.
Thank you. I'll be here the rest of the evening.
Thank you.
Tip your waiters.
Make sure to tip your
They're
canors.
endangered. I buried them.
How much psychic damage are we going to deal to Connor today?
Vote now on your device. Which one? Points fingers. You decide.
Here is some things that you see on the way.
Ooh.
A somewhat familiar sight to Alvin, probably. As you come across another motor speedway.
Another one?
Mm-hmm.
Man, this place really loves NASCAR.
You're you're in the middle of the Bible Belt, so yep.
Yup.
Yep.
There's nothing out here but churches and speedways.
Churches, speedways, and hospitals.
Gun stores.
Oh, right. I
True.
live in Indiana. I know this.
And breweries. And breweries. Do not forget breweries.
True.
Yeah, and might I add, ha.
Plenty of barcades. And probably at least 1 or 2 escape rooms. I know the Midwest.
You're trying to
There you go.
escape.
You know, all of Ohio is actually an escape room.
Except the
world's most
joke is you're
elaborate.
just trying to leave the state.
I personally think it should be. I personally think it should be Indiana, but that's just me.
No. See, we're the crossroads of America state. We're the state you drive through to get to the place you actually wanted to go.
No, you're the state that. I remember driving from Connor's place, and like it was like an 8-hour trip, and like I ripped through like 2 states. I was like, dude, I'm gonna get home in no time at all. And I swear, 48 hours was in frickin' Indiana. Like, it's the thinnest state. I was going horizontally, and it went forever. Like, I was like 4 hours into Indiana, I was like, I'm dead. I died somewhere on the road, and this is purgatory. I'm just driving forever.
This is the worst Twilight Zone episode.
Also discover the city of Troy.
I'm sorry, my little thing I drew is still there. It's like,
Is that like Gary, but...
No, it's like Abed,
Oh, okay.
but black.
no, Troy was the black guy.
No,
That's
Troy
what I
would be.
said.
No, Troy would be funny if it was next to Bakersfield.
Oh.
Troy, okay.
There you go. And there it is. Yeah, there's actually not much else out here. Along the path, along your little squiggly path that you've chosen, you find the Highland Speedway and Troy. And I'll just...
Oh, those look interesting.
Oh, there we go.
But yes, eventually, after 15% off of your respective fusion cores...
What?
Don't look at me like that.
Oh, come on! I'm
You went
driven farther than
You went exploring. You went exploring, and you did.
But we going.
This
from
is why my
Riverside-
vehicle is biofueled.
Going
Apex.
from Riverside to the Acropolis is way more squares than that, and that only costs 5.
Sarah, I'm just saying right now, you are ragging my fusion core, and you know what? I just need you to understand.
Hey, we got a spare fusion core in the power armor. It's fine.
He said respective power cores.
That's true. But eventually, you do make your
Apex
way.
feeds his Apex feeds his fuel efficient bear.
It's true.
You don't need a
Stolen
gas station when you have a bear.
It's true. The new Ford F1 Bear.
You see the familiar sight off in the distance, the large silver arch waiting in the heart of St. Louis.
At least we always know where we're going.
Yeah.
All right. Game time.
As you begin to
Good.
pull further into the arch grounds, you do see a rather intriguing sight, perhaps something that you had all been anticipating seeing. The ranks of these individuals, the archers, swelling at the arch grounds. You see men and women gearing up like they're ready to go to war. You see what must be at least a force of a couple hundred now gathered at the arch grounds. All with that large silver arch spray painted over their uniforms. You see vehicles being filled with gas.
They got working cars.
That.
Hmm.
How did they? They must have known about the. They must have known about the Mr. Handy that fixes the cars. How did they get working vehicles?
Suppose we'll have to ask him.
I don't know if I like this site. This is a little.
They
Connor,
seem
are
good.
there more archers here than last time?
Yes.
Oh,
They seem
So
gearing
some
up
people
for
have
something.
some people have like straight up just wandered in and joined them.
Or they're mobilizing.
You've heard and you've actually seen people that were going to join the archers previously in your adventures. You remember that one former member of Caesar's Legion was going up to join up with the archers.
I do now.
Only other thing I can think of is maybe Mateo figured out a way to go ahead and get cars working up again, but that's about it. But damn, there's a lot of them. I'm getting a
That's-
bad feeling about this.
yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, well, let's get this over with.
Make sure any of your Brotherhood identification isn't visible. I say as I get out of the car, or I say as I hop off of the bear.
Oh shit, should I get out of this? Because like, don't they hate people in power armor?
Hey, you don't look
Yeah.
like your Brotherhood.
Okay.
Do you think we should park a little ways away and go in?
Yeah, if we want to come off on threatening, then maybe we leave the power armor inside, but I also don't like the idea of leaving it behind.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the idea of leaving it behind either. I'll tell you what, I normally just use my left and right when I fight anyway, so maybe it'll be fine. If they tell me to leave it at the door, I'll leave it at the door. We'll work that.
Sounds like a fair compromise to me.
Mm-hmm.
What about the bear?
Apex looks at Yogi. Apex shrugs. It just starts walking.
You know what? Maybe that serves us for the better. If they're probably going to be more confused about the bear and the power armor, so Let's hop to it.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
You all begin to make your way into the arch grounds proper. You see men of higher rank giving instructions to rows and rows of people, performing drills, giving briefings. As you walk in with your power armor and Yogi, a couple of members of the archers will run up to you.
I will look them dead in the eyes.
I will take a step back and put my hands up, like, whoa, hold on.
They don't quite have their weapons raised, but they do appear to be alarmed. Is that your pet?
He's my friend.
Your friend. Well,
I nod.
listen, I think your friend might have to wait outside.
I look back at Yogi. I look to them. I look to Yogi. I point to them. Not food.
Make a charm roll?
Sure.
I love the question mark in that.
Hubba! Holy shit, an 11.
Yogi looks over at you, hears not food, looks back over at them, sniffs the air. Huh.
I look at them and I tell them, bring him meat. He will not harm anything.
Don't you have any meat?
I'm here to see Expedition Leader Baker. We're the runaways. We were on a mission for him.
The two people who've run up to assess this situation begin to talk in hushed whispers to each other. Alright, well, you're really gonna have to leave the Yao Guai here.
Then give him meat.
We'll see what we can spare.
I nod.
This Yogi sits down on his butt and awaits his food.
He will remain patient for now. As I walk past.
She mutters at Louise mutters as she goes past, like, seriously, he's not picky. If you got anything that's just off that needs to be thrown away anyway, he's happy with it.
You don't
Right.
know that.
I've seen it. I remember he's eating it. He's a rat bear.
He is a pretty rad bear.
All bears love dumpsters.
Does skateboard trick with a backwards cap and sunglasses.
Remember, kids, don't do drugs.
Or I'll eat you.
Or you'll go to hell before you die.
Yogi died on the way back to his planet.
But you are led off to the familiar sort of state building. At the grounds of the Arch. And there you see, not in his office now, Expedition Leader Baker basically barking orders at a bunch of his underlings, telling people to get ready, gearing up, checking equipment and whatnot. You're led up to him, and the person who's with them says, Expedition Leader, there are people here to see you. The runaways, they say. His head snaps to attention. He looks over at all of you.
Long time no see.
Minimum.
Indeed, it has been a minute. Follow me to my office.
I'll follow.
Yeah.
He's moving pretty quickly, pretty frantically. He looks over his shoulder, looks at you, Theo. Who's this?
This is Theo. He helped us with our raid against the Brotherhood.
You can trust him. He's a friend.
Raid against the Brotherhood?
We needed a fusion core.
Make
My
a
word
charm
slipped.
roll.
My word slipped. I meant to say family, but now I'm riding the lie.
Oh.
Anyway,
Well,
charm roll.
If you
2!
2.
Oh my goodness.
Ah!
Baker immediately kind of narrows his eyes, but he doesn't really say anything. Well, welcome, Theo.
Sure, he knows.
Yeah, you want proof? And he'll show him what looks like a Brotherhood bandana that he usually keeps for himself, but he'll kind of show it with the symbol on it.
We've known about remnants of the Brotherhood of Steel in the area for a long time.
And we've had our run-ins.
So it seems.
It looks like you're gearing up for battle.
We might be, depending on what you tell me next. As you finally reach his office, that sort of stately courtroom.
What does the name Mr. Preachy mean to you?
Shuts the door behind him and looks at all of you. Mr. Preachy.
Apex nods, studying him. And his reaction to the name.
Where would you have heard that name?
Little town called St. Jacob. I feel as though you have history.
I do. Mr. Preachy was what we called the Mr. Handy model that Vault Tech gave our vault. It was from what I understand, it was a custom-made robot with a simple onboard AI. It was meant to read scripture to us, to keep our faith.
Under her
There's
breath,
something-
Louise.
I'm
Under her
something-
breath, Louise just does this toneless laugh, like, oh my god.
I'm curious where this is all coming from, though.
There have been many changes in that area. Creatures. Not just super mutants. Something different. And I want to know what you know about it. All cards on the table, set out the message that I got, the expedition log 120. I slam the drive down on his table, and I kind of recite some of the information to him. I know that there was a secret exit planned or created for Vault 40, that somehow your fathers or uncles made it out with you. What happened?
As he's got like a working terminal at one of his desks, and he takes the hard drive that you've brought and sort of plugs it in and begins scrolling over the files in it. It's too scary.
Spooky.
No,
It's
not that
December.
music.
Yeah,
Too
there we go.
happy.
Time for some Mariah Carey. She's thought out, you know.
She's free, cartwheeling around.
I want to find somebody who can play the marimba spookily.
Yo.
Isn't that just isn't that just the Mad Mansion theme from Banjo-Kazooie?
Maybe.
I mean, this is going to sound really niche, but I can play a marimba.
Spookily?
Yes.
Oh.
Or otherwise.
Anyway.
I need castanets, but threatening.
He sort of, as he sits at his desk and he looks at this screen, the gentle green light sort of flickering off of his face.
Heaven on earth. What does that mean? What is it that you're hoping to achieve? Because I've seen what others who seem to follow this Preachy's doctrine hope to achieve.
Preachy? Are you saying the Mr. Preachy model is still active?
I think it might be something else now.
It don't go by Mr. Preachy anymore. In fact, it takes umbrage to that name.
It seems to go by the Preacher. And all of the super mutants in that vault with it seem to follow it.
So we were right.
It was also calling the creatures, what was it, angels or something, right?
D. Baker. That's my oldest brother. Or it was.
So Joshua is your nephew.
Joshua is my second older brother. I'm the youngest. His responsibilities fell to me when he died. When the super mutants came.
You were able to flee the vault and seal it behind you. But the overseers... Was your brother, the second brother, the overseer when you left?
No. I became overseer the day of the attack. I had maybe an hour to get used to my new duties. I wasn't told everything, but I learned a little bit. A little bit about what Vault-Tec had planned.
And what was their heaven on earth? This land they wanted to build.
That heaven on earth, it remains to be seen. Generations of us in Vault 40 were raised to believe that there was something waiting for us, something promised to us underneath the arch. Something that would make life in the wasteland livable, like before the war. But from what little I've learned, that wasn't all there was to our vault. The people at Vault-Tec, the scientists that were sealed into the vault alongside us, they wanted to see what the effects of religious fervor would do to a population that was raised to believe that something was meant for them. to give them something to believe in, so that they could weather the horrors of the wastes for some sort of bigger purpose, but it was all a lie. I saw the research notes. I heard the scientists. This higher purpose that we were supposed to serve. This God we were supposed to believe in. Some dull, featureless entity that we were raised to believe had our best interests at heart. But when we got out of the vault, we found old Bibles, old books. We learned that the truths that we were told was the truth was everything. All of it a lie. Kept purposely vague so that we wouldn't ask questions, that we would do what we were told. And I think that Mr. Preachy was a part of it all.
Well, whatever's taken on its moniker, it's turning people into monsters. Bug-like creatures. Using FEV. With St. Jacobs as a growing field. A lot has changed around Vault 40 since you were there last. There's a sort of commune that's been built there. A peaceful one. We were there when these creatures attacked.
He looks a bit stunned.
I imagine this army you built was to retake Vault 40.
It was.
What if I offered a simpler solution? One where none of your people have to die.
He looks away from the terminal monitor and fixes his eyes on you.
I don't know if I can explain it properly. But the person who's taken charge above Vault 40, his name is Johann. And he has an astounding ability to calm the minds of the super mutants. They're reasonable. They can speak, even Deathclaws.
What?
It's true.
How does he do this? Some sort of chemical alteration?
I'm not entirely sure. It could be some sort of psychic ability. It could be some sort of pheromone. But it's the end result. If you would take a group, we can travel with you. They won't come to harm, neither will you. I feel if everybody can talk this out, if the goals could align, then we won't need conflict here.
You make it seem like you've spoken with this Johann. What more can you tell me about him?
He's a super mutant.
What?
And we met him before I knew what he was. something had experimented on him when he was young as well. He's smart. He's able to speak his mind. And he's able to calm the minds of other super mutants and bring them together.
He also believes in a hopeful world, which I think at the end of the day, you also believe in that.
There are humans living with him right now.
Yeah,
Peacefully.
it's incredible what he's built over there.
Yeah, it's true.
I-
Those humans that are around him are former friends of mine as well. I can vouch for them.
Your old Mr. Preachy claimed that you would claim a heaven on earth. I believe it's possible. And we want to be able to show you that it's possible. But we need to know everything about Vault 40. Because the things that still live in there, I don't know if I trust them.
You shouldn't.
They've been trapped for so many years. It's hard to know how much has changed.
The beings that took over Vault 40 when we were cast out. He sort of clams up for a moment. You see his lip begin to quiver. He, for a moment, looks like he's transported somewhere else in his mind.
They were just like regular super mutants when you fought them before, yeah?
Regular.
Well,
As if that wasn't enough. I'm not sure what could be irregular about super mutants. But I've seen
well,
their cruelty.
that's the thing. It's looking likely that what Johann can do, it's reached inside the vault too. We talked to one of them, one of those super mutants in there. He seemed rational and lucid and just, not like a normal super mutant. Normal,
I've fought a super mutant overlord before. They're strong and fierce. Johann is a different breed. He's intelligent, cogent. He seems to yearn for peace above all other things. I think the only way you'll truly believe that is by meeting him.
I think you may be right. But you'll forgive me if I find a lot of this a bit hard to take in.
I mean, it sounds otherworldly. If
It
I was in your
does.
position, I'd be in the same way.
We owed you an explanation from our voyage there, from what we discovered. We wouldn't go back on our word.
If you're speaking the truth, I'm not surprised that you haven't gone into the vault yet. It seems like there is indeed something strange happening over there.
I faced one of these creatures that they've called angels before. It was a super mutant, but its skin was hard, like marble. And I kind of like gesture to my armor right now, the stuff that's like kind of stuck over my butcher's apron and has kind of been turned into like arm guards and knee guards. These were forged of its carapace. I can dent steel with them. Whatever's in that vault might be similar. think all parties need to know that. And what's more, there are more of these creatures up in St. Jacobs. Most of them smaller. But one of them much, much larger.
St. Jacob was a ghost town.
Now it crawls.
He seems very put off by that description.
I was part of a small expedition team. And I saw no less than 100 of those smaller ones. Each about the size of a human, maybe a little larger. The one that I'm wearing was called the Cultivator. And then there was one... And Apex pulls out that comic book cover he's drawn and sets it on his desk. Hundreds of times larger. It seems to command them. They've been attacking nearby towns. Taking people for these experiments that hopefully they can no longer perform. I think they're trying to breed the perfect life form to survive the radiated wastes. But they lose all of their humanity. Even Johan's abilities can't seem to bring them back.
Well, it sounds like you're going to need some help then.
I wouldn't want you to commit anything unless you believed in what was happening over there.
At the very least, I think we need someone who understands this Mr. Handy preacher thing better than we do. I don't... Is that thing supposed to be sentient or whatever? Because it is acting way more than just reading out Bible quotes.
Something seems to have changed it over the years as well. Either that or something took over its mission.
If you were to ask me, I wouldn't even know it was a robot until you told me.
The Mr. Preachy model came with a simple onboard artificial intelligence. It was meant to learn and adapt while falling within certain parameters that the scientists would adjust every year or so.
Well, I guess it's been a long time since it's had an adjustment.
Yeah, that thing is acting. Louise shudders. I don't like that thing, I ain't gonna be honest. It gives me the goddamn creeps.
He thinks about something for a moment. There's a chance. If you could find one of those Vault Tech scientists, they would no doubt have something on their terminals some program to update the Mr. Preachy model. Perhaps if you could find that software and rewrite it, change the update, make it docile or shut it off entirely.
Would it need to be a scientist that escaped from your vaults, or would any Vault Tech scientist do?
None of the Vault Tech scientists escaped from the vault.
How would we do that from the outside, though?
You couldn't.
I think what he's saying is we have to get in there and then access a terminal directly.
Great. And I do not want to open that vault to do it, though, because that Mr. Preachy really wants that vault door opened.
I suppose the escape route in Jacobstown is no longer viable as well. So you can't go in that way either.
I never managed to find what exit there was. Where was it?
If I remember right, the church in St. Jacob, the stage had a false back that opened up. It went down into a long, long underground tunnel. It came out at the overseer's office.
If we go in, we're gonna damn well have to make sure we get this job done, because if that Mr. Handy figures out that we came in a different way, it's gonna want to use it to get out.
Yeah, it's a real point of no return there.
Plus, we don't know. That's the other thing. Those, I'm assuming because of Johann, those super mutants locked up in there with him, they're a bit more, maybe not docile, but more reasonable than they were, but we don't know how much control that Mr. Handy has over them. We could be dealing with Mr. Preachy and a handful of super mutants it can control.
I don't fear their forces. I just don't want unnecessary bloodshed anymore. The ones we talked to seem peaceful. Brainwashed, perhaps.
Well, at the
There's
least.
one other thing that bothers me. When I asked it to describe the look of the preacher, it said it looked like an angel. Wings. Like the bugs. It doesn't add up.
I mean, could one of these insect things that came from Joshua, could have it infected the AI of Mr. Preachy somehow?
I don't know how that would make it grow. Questions that can only be answered from within the vault itself. But that doesn't change the fact that I understand your hesitance of wanting to head there yourself. But your people and Johann's people and all of the people around St. Jacob in all of the townships, there's mutual good in eliminating the breeding ground of these creatures. And if there is a back way into Vault 40, perhaps you could send some people you trust with us. And they can meet with an envoy of Johann's and bring back the information that you require, if you're unwilling to meet yourself.
I won't lie, though. I'm wondering if maybe, besides meeting Johann, if we got you to talk to this Mr. Preachy, he might respond more to an overseer. give us information he wasn't willing to give us.
He did give a message. Connor, what was that Bible quote again that you passed me? I thought I had it written down.
Jesus wept.
It was
No!
Ezekiel something something.
Wasn't we're not watching Hellraiser. It wasn't Jesus wept. I was like 12. Was it 12, 15?
It was from the book of Matthew 12 something.
And
Austin 316.
316.
Hey, let's go!
I'll tell you,
We got
I'm going
there.
around kicking super mutants, stomping mud
take
holes in
one.
their ass and walking them dry.
I take one stim pack. What? 2 stim packs. What? Some Radaway. What? Some Med-X. What? A bit of Psycho. And a beer.
I think it was. I think it was this. I think it was this Bible quote, but I can't recall.
Oh my god.
It could be. Did I say? They will know that I am the Lord when I scatter them among the nations and spread them among the countries. Was that it?
Yes.
I
let's
don't
go with
remember.
that. You know what? You're the word of God. I'm going to say that was it.
Scatter them across the country, you said?
I just recite it word for word.
Oh, that's Ezekiel 36:19.
Ah.
Either way, I deliver the message to Baker.
Oh no, it is Ezekiel 12:15. Okay.
That's a verse from. It's from the Bible. The real Bible. What we were taught growing up was more of a diluted imitation.
Either way, that's the information it wanted me to pass on.
If there are any denizens of Vault 40 left in that vault, it's safe to assume that they aren't human anymore.
What would
So
they
I
be?
assume.
I would have to assume,
Supermutants, ghouls,
yes,
angels.
at the very least, some form of mutant.
I just wanted to pass on this information before you moved out for war.
This may take some convincing of some of the others. No doubt a lot of the people who were with us that day of the attack. I might get some pushback from that. I'm going off to meet a bunch of mutants.
You would do well to bring skeptics if you decided to meet.
I may end up having to go myself.
If they would let you.
Because to be honest, I'm pretty skeptical of a lot of this myself. Not to say that I don't trust you, or that I think you're lying. But this is...
It's a lot.
It's a giant load of a lot.
a test of faith. He thinks about it for a moment.
Got any encouraging Bible quotes to fit this situation?
Two are better than one.
Smooth.
That's always been pretty simple. Then again, it's always been kept pretty simple. Very well. Tell this Johann that if it's for the greater good of the area, and if it'll get us closer to getting into that vault, I'd be willing to meet with him.
Where would be a good meeting spot?
Johann can't travel outside of the Acropolis. It's the only way to keep the residents lucid.
He sort of quirks a brow at that. What do you mean by that?
It's his
Well, not
ability.
all of them.
His presence is what keeps them calm.
And so if he were to be removed, what would happen?
I imagine after some period of time, you'd have a much bigger problem to deal with.
Well, I mean, not everybody, Apex. Like, the humans in there and whatnot. Because not everybody in there is like Johann. There's others.
And there were serum mutants under Johann that were far way out from the Acropolis, who actually
you've
seemed
heard
pretty
them.
amicable.
The longer they stay away from him, the fuzzier their head gets.
That
It's
is
an
true.
uncomfortable truth, but without Johann, we know what happens.
Shit.
That is true.
Alvin.
That is true.
Alvin, that does raise the question. Would your guys, I mean, would they go back, or are they off the stuff long enough? How does it work? Shit.
Well, if
That's a
they're
good
like
question, actually.
So you're
well, if they're
telling
like
me...
me, I basically wrote out my high, so I imagine it'd be the same with them.
You're telling me this peaceful civilization is one that's on a timer. What happens when Johann
necessarily.
dies?
Then the question becomes, when was the last time you heard of a super mutant that died of old age? It may be a timer, but it doesn't have to be a short one.
We're also trying to figure out how he does it so it can be long term at some point.
Whatever Johann
Plot
is
of-
able to do, it needs to be studied. The only way for that to happen is for there to be peace.
A lot of this is new to everyone, even Johann.
All I'm saying is, I know what's going through your head because it went through mine. If you kill Johann, everything goes back to the way it was. The super mutants either raid or they scatter. But right now, there's a chance for a real peace. A chance for something greater. And I won't let anything threaten that. And I look up at Baker, just kind of meet his eyes.
Same here. Phrase where I'm from, you strike when the iron's hot. Right now, that iron is red hot.
I just hope we're all on the same page of what the threat is.
Well, I
Of course
I'm-
we are.
guess
The threat is war.
the best way to figure that out too is to meet. At least hash it out a little bit.
The threat is what it's always been. Conflict and violence. Right now, there's a chance to avoid that. It'll rear its head again in the future. But we should embrace peace while it can last. On that, I hope we can also agree.
I'm going to be sticking my neck out for this tentative peace. I'd hope that this Johann would be willing to do the same.
I have little doubt that there would be anything the Johann wouldn't be willing to give up for that peace.
Do you
But I
know
can't
of an
negotiate for him.
Do you know of anywhere that would be a good neutral ground for this?
Apex kind of closes his eyes and thinks. What is the town of Collinsville like? I know we drove through it. Was it just a ghost town?
Collinsville was sort of a smattering of smaller communities that sort of formed a whole. It seemed relatively populated. There was people and businesses similar to Riverside. I would say it is.
Gotcha.
Are you looking for something more empty, just for safety's sake? Because we haven't checked out Troy or that Highland Speedway yet that we uncovered.
And of course, there's the world's largest ketchup bottle.
I
That's
was
true.
just about to talk
Yes!
about that.
The symbol of peace.
Scenic world's largest bottle of catsup.
Does Johann have any idea how far his ability stretches, how far away from the Acropolis he's able to travel? I guess we'd have to communicate that with him.
Yeah, we could ask.
Apex, unpause his game.
For your consideration, actually, while you were in Collinsville, you took note of another super mutant that was acting as sort of a liaison.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Right.
And
I remember that guy.
he seemed mostly lucid. But compared to being further in towards the Emerald Acropolis, that particular super mutant's mannerisms were beginning to devolve to the typical fare. So if anything, you know that at the very least the effect lasts for a little bit before fading.
Yeah, but we wouldn't want him to
I got a suggestion, Apex. How about that forest outside the Acropolis? A little bit out, but still close enough to it. We did meet that one fellow out there who was 100% lucid out there.
It doesn't seem like a good meeting ground, though, does it? All that cover leaves people feeling suspicious, on edge, nervous.
That's true.
Maybe the Highland
Well-
Speedway. A lot of open court. We should
Yeah, we
speak
could-
to Johan, though.
We can
Is there
scout
a
that
rate?
out.
Is there a radio that we can reach you at here?
Yeah, Expedition Leader Baker will, he'll pull out a notepad and a pencil, and he'll jot down a, radio frequency for you to use.
And we'll let you know where a good meeting spot would be once we've discussed this with Johan and his people. In the meanwhile, you can discuss it amongst your council. It's a lot to cover.
It is. And I'm hoping the rest of them will be amenable to this. A lot of the original members of the Archers are still a bit sore at mutants for what happened at Vault 40.
I've seen the horrors they can inflict. I know the scars they can leave on one's mind. But I think they'll understand if they can see. I was like you once. Like them. I thought that Johan was going to be my prey. But now I think he can be something much greater. There's a hope in him. A hope I think you also share. Do you guys still have pizza?
He sort of is charred by the sudden change in topic. Just sort of blinks and shakes his head. I'm not sure if we have any. We've sort of been buckling down here, gathering our forces. We didn't exactly know where you'd been off to.
It's been a long journey.
Indeed it has.
I'm hungry. Apex just kind of like trails off. He's said everything that he's wanted to say.
Where's Cynthia?
She's off on her own expeditions for us.
I see.
They have the right of it. She's helping out still. Don't you worry now.
There's just one thing that's bothering me.
What's on your mind? Oh, did that not pick up? What's on your mind there?
Why did you lie to me about the Brotherhood of Steel?
What part?
You raided their hidden base.
In all honesty, I misspoke. I meant to say family.
That's strange. So this one helped you raid the family space, then? Is that it?
One of their operations. Something out in Westport.
I see. He levels a gaze at you, Theo.
Theo will match it.
So what's your story?
Cards on the table.
I'd appreciate that. I've been forthright with you all.
Theo will take off his raincoat, revealing the Brotherhood armor underneath.
Mentally, Louise is doing that thing where you pull your collar back, like.
I was raised by the Brotherhood. Worked for them for a good long time. But, I'm a runaway now.
Also, it just occurred to me that I hadn't shown what he looks like in a while. There he is.
Look at that
Or-
man.
I dig his art.
It's like a blonde spear. Ooh.
You'll note, Theo, that his outfit is sort of a modified vault security outfit, it looks like.
Well, I've seen it. Through the Wasteland. A lot more people done harm to each other than good. I've seen what the runaways can do. What the Emerald Acropolis is trying to do. And I'm sided with the people who are actually trying to build something rather than tear it down. So yeah, I help with the family. I'm also an experienced combat medic. And a gardener if you need that sort of service.
I didn't realize the Brotherhood of Steel had gardeners among their ranks.
Well, it's probably a lot you don't know about them.
There's plenty I do know, though. How the Brotherhood squeezed this land and its people dry under the name of preserving their own technology. How they put a boot to the throats of people that didn't want to fall in line with their idea of peace. How they failed multiple times to protect the people who they extorted.
Yeah, that's true. I ain't gonna refute that. I ain't here to fight you either. Brotherhood has been flawed. Flawed for a long damn time. What I can say is, I'm not representing them here. I'm representing the runaways. If I wasn't, I would have left a long time ago. The Brotherhood, they don't know about Johan. They don't know about what we found out. We haven't told them. We told you instead. It's gotta count for something.
Let's say I believe you. If it came down to it, and the Brotherhood had a chance and a method to put this place back underneath their control, What side of that line would you fall on?
In truth, depends on who it was. Brotherhood doesn't operate with a king. We got a council of elders, and someone takes their chance to be the leader, one person at a time. Most of the leaders I found myself disagreeing with, mightily so. Others, well, they might actually want to do some good. I hate to answer your question with depends on who, but that's the truth of it.
And indeed, we don't know the who's who. We don't know who's in charge of this small contingent of Brotherhood of Steel, wherever they might be. We don't know their designs, but we know what they're capable of.
And again, full cards on the table. We were planning on trying to find that out relatively soon. But the runaways thought it was good to make do with what their word was. Talk to you first. Apologize for the deception. Wasn't needed, but when Apex was, I thought, trying to cover me and protect me, I backed him up. As soldiers do.
In your opinion, do you think the Brotherhood of Steel will be a problem?
In truth, I've met a lot of Brotherhood who genuinely want to help, who have helped. I've also met a lot of Brotherhood who've been the opposite of that. I think it depends on who's in charge. I'm hoping that my word still has some sort of weight, and that the people who are much more powerful than me within the organization, hopefully I'll be able to sway their opinions, but I won't know till we get there. I don't want to fight between the Brotherhood and the Archers.
Well, I'm sorry to say that you may be one of a select few. Your presence here and your knowledge that you've bequeathed to us is reopening a lot of old wounds, you understand.
Yeah, and that's why I thought Apex was trying to keep my former, I guess, affiliations a secret. We did the same with the Emerald Acropolis. Kept it quiet until, well, we needed to be honest.
I suppose, then, there's not much else we can do about it at the current juncture. Brotherhood
I
of
wish there
Steel.
was, but again, we're just trying to be honest with you. We owe you that much.
Still, it seems the situation is not one that can be mended. Alone, at least. So, I will.
Few seldom are.
Take word to this Johann that I am amenable to meet with him.
And when we do meet with the Brotherhood, and they are amenable to talk, would you be willing?
I'm not sure what much we would have to talk about. We run the Arch grounds now. This is our territory. And the only thing the Brotherhood would want is control. I seriously doubt that a meeting between us and them would be fruitful for either side.
Given the history, I certainly understand. But I thought I'd ask just in case.
I just don't think it's possible.
Well, I thought rather similarly. Till I met these folk. Kind of looks towards the rest of the runaways.
Apex is picking his nose with his pinky.
Raises his eyebrow.
Alvin in his power armor just holds up a hand.
He looks over at you and nods. You have something you want to say?
Well, I'm just thinking, even though it might not be amenable right now, if you and the Brotherhood were willing to go ahead and have a hash out about it, it might help out the situation going over there too. I think a united front would definitely help out. And I don't know much about scripture myself, but I'm sure there's something in it about at least giving it a chance, holding out just a peaceful conversation at least. I get it about not being trusted 9 times out of 10. I mean, hell, I mean, I was a white raiser beforehand, so I get it. But if you'd be willing to go ahead and hear people out, I think that'd be swell enough. I've heard the stories, and I remember talking about at least some of the battles and whatnot that you had with the Brotherhood with Mateo back here, back when we were here the first time. We're working on a couple of fun things in his workshop. But I'm here to say that, you know, if I was just to go ahead and put my piece on the table, I don't think it would hurt nothing. Now, whether or not they are amenable to talk, we don't know yet, but if we do reach that road, and if it is something, would you be willing, maybe?
Well, I'll go ahead and throw your group's own words back at you and say it depends on who's involved. It depends on what they want.
I'm all about gathering data myself, working on this and that. If we manage to go ahead and get that data for you, would you be willing to at least hear that out?
I'd say it's a fool's errand, but if you've got something to show me, if you've got something you think would help as far as this is concerned, I would at least be willing to see it.
That's no trouble at all. If and when I find that data with everyone else here, we'll pass it along, I'm sure.
Very well.
All right. and he'll return at kind of a rest stance next to Apex and Theo and Louise.
Apex wipes a booger on his jeans.
Apex, come on.
All right, I think we're all done here. We'll get everything set up. We'll get everything set up, I reckon.
All right. I'll talk with some of my people and prepare a caravan to head east.
Well, thanks for hearing us out. I thought this was not going to go that well.
I'll be honest. Had you not proven yourselves to be friends of the Archers in the past, I'm not sure how this conversation would have gone. But you've shown to be trustworthy. So I'm at least willing to humor all of this. Whatever this is.
It's quite a unique situation. That's for darn certain.
Right, when has the wasteland ever been normal?
That's true enough.
The Apex nods as he turns to leave.
All right. Let's go ahead and get everything set up, Apex. Mr. Baker, just look forward to our signal when we get to it.
He nods. I'll escort you back out. As you've no doubt seen, we're sort of in the middle of our preparations here.
Of course, of course.
Who's the other guy?
Other guy?
Well, this is more than just the defending force.
Well, from what you've told me, apparently the other guy is the preacher. Or Johann. I still haven't decided who's the bigger threat at the moment. And he will get out from behind his desk and he'll begin to make his way towards the large double doors of this old courtroom he uses for his personal office. And he'll lead you back down the stairs. You wave to some familiar faces.
As we head back out to collect our bear and car, you can see that Apex is walking and he's got kind of like a pensive look on his face, kind of looking down and around.
What's on your mind, Apex?
I was really hoping they'd still have pizza. It was really good.
Oh, Apex.
Well, I'll tell you what. If this goes ahead and swings out of the park, we can probably go ahead and have pizza whenever we damn well please.
The Apex nods, hopefully. It's like you travel all the way across town. It's like there's that one place I like to go to out there, but today it's closed. Of all days.
Damn,
Oh my
I was
God,
feeling that
yes.
earlier this week.
Oh man.
But as you get back out to the gate to the arch grounds, you see Yogi has been feasting on what looked to be a couple of frozen TV dinners. Tray and all.
Yogi's been eating good since coming here.
He's gonna be a fat bear. He's gonna be a big old fat bear.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
You
real
fatty, fatty.
he's largely in charge.
He's a unit. He's a unit.
He's gonna win
Oh,
Fat Bear
Lord.
Week.
Oh, Lord, he coming.
But yeah, Yogi seems to have been well taken care of, at the very least.
I kind of pat him on the side of the
Mm-hmm.
head as I walk up to him. Back on the road, buddy.
He sort of leans up and gets back on all fours and waits for you to climb up onto him. He knows at this point that anything he says or does is going to have no effect, and you're just going to climb on anyway.
I'll walk with him for a while.
You make your way back to the Corvega. You take
So-
one last...
Oh, sorry.
You take one last look back at the arch that's sort of silhouetted in the mid-morning sun as it's starting to crest over the horizon to become about noon here. The shiny metal surface reflecting light off of itself. And you know that even after all of this is done, there's still that particular mystery left. What is beneath that arch? But you're left to ponder that as we take a quick break.
Quick break.
Fair enough.
Time to empty bladder.
We didn't cause an international incident. High five.
Yet.
It's true.
To-
Yeah, it's very true.
To pull back the curtain a little bit, you would have had to have been incredibly, like, hostile or or demanding with your pleas here to get them to take, like, an active, aggressive stance towards you from one meeting.
I had to bring Yogi in too.
They weren't thrilled about that, but you know, they had him stay outside. It's even in the print of the perk I gave to Lanny for Yogi. He's not allowed in some establishments. But yes. Well, you know what, chat? There we go. I'll leave you with this while we're on our break.
Incredible. When are we getting a Frankie or Gino picture with that?
Twangy.
Oh, I need to find a tiny little hat. The strangers, the big iron on their hips.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what's the basset hound with the hat? Mysterious stranger.
Yeah.
Why's my perk a basset hound?
Your mysterious stranger is not a basset hound.
I don't know. I just like the idea of like, it's like I do it, and then in the distance I just see the silhouette of a basset hound with a big gun in its mouth, going woof.
A woof.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't realize Indiana, I guess, won the thing.
They won the thing.
IU's number 1 in the country. I don't normally care, but I was an IU alum, so by residual pride for once.
Well, I'm glad they won whatever they won.
Hey, the mysterious stranger. There he is. There's my little man. There's my friend. There's the little guy. How you doing today, chat? Are you having a good day? Pretty good? Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad.
Ugh.
Hello, Sarah.
Ah. I still have a bagel, sort of. Ah.
Oh, you mean bagel?
Little bit. Little bit of bagel.
What?
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. You had pre-birthmas dinner with family at Texas Roadhouse. Man, we went to Texas Roadhouse for Thanksgiving,
The rolls.
and it was delicious.
I've lived in Texas for nearly a decade, and I still haven't had Texas Roadhouse.
Do they still call it Texas Roadhouse over there? Or they just call it the Roadhouse.
Roadhouse!
Roadhouse!
Roadhouse. I mean, you should probably just have Texas Roadhouse outside of Texas anyway.
It's a little
Makes
piece
it more
of
special.
It's a little piece of Texas outside of Texas.
Everything better in Texas.
Everything bigger. Especially our property tax.
But no matter where you go, the long hand of NASCAR is always there.
Watching. Waiting.
Waiting.
Turning left.
Jeff Gordon's silhouette in the background.
Jeff Gordon and his liminal horror smile.
Careful, that man could turn left. Professionally.
It's true.
It's true. As professional left turner.
Professional lefty.
Why do so many Republicans watch NASCAR? They're all leftists.
Hmm.
Meep, meep.
I guess.
Yeah.
Waka
Don't worry,
waka.
Don't worry, I'll workshop it. Please don't kill me.
All right, are we all here and back and ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
I exist.
I am eating noodles.
Very nice.
I'm sipping water.
Then let us go back. Back to the wastes. As you exit the arch grounds, you saddle up on Yogi. You get back in your power armor. You rev up the Corvega. And where would you like to go next?
Oh. I guess, can we pop by the science center now real quick, or I don't know what else we do that isn't besides going back to the Acropolis.
I mean, we talked about going to see the Brotherhood and seeing their objectives as well.
Mm-hmm. Talked about that as well.
But the science center works. We can head that way. We're
To the
nearby.
science
Kinda-
center.
It kind of
And
loops
it's
around because you can just
relatively on the
go,
way, and it's relatively on the way to.
kind of go woo, and then go woo.
It's gonna burn fuel, baby.
All right, let's see here. Right. What do you find?
What
Oh,
do we
Lordy.
Find?
Well, I can tell you if you're
My breath
driving
is
along that
being
particular route. You will, in fact, get to see the entirety, at least on this map, of Missouri River.
Oh, God,
Can
I
this
was
car
joking.
handle that?
I was joking.
Or sorry, that's the Mississippi River.
MISSISSIPPI.
Zoop.
Yeah, I just noticed all the scribbles actually.
Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa!
Whoa!
Sarah's speaking through a dentist tool.
yeah, it started bit crushing your voice again.
A bit crackly.
The robot's back.
I'll
Oh, God.
Oh!
It's even worse.
Oh! It's
Save
back!
us.
Oh,
You're back,
You're a
but
little
you're very
quiet now.
quiet. There we go. Yeah.
Quiet, really?
No. It
well,
got
now
better.
you're not.
Okay.
At first, it was
Yeah.
very quiet. Now it
You
is
got
better.
better.
Let's see. What do you see? What do you see on your way down there?
What do we know?
Oh, Lordy, what do you see?
Lordy, look who in fact is 40.
Hoy, yodelay.
Splish splash.
Over yonder, as you're scouting around, you see a familiar sight. Well, somewhat familiar. As a large open stretch of land, much like that of the Tapawingo tribe, stretches out along the river here. As you pass by Castle Bluff. Appears to be another large golf course, however, appears more resorty than the golf course you found at the Tapawingo tribe. This appears much nicer, fancier, has a lot of big buildings. Probably an entertainment destination before the war.
The Tapu Wingo are a simple people.
Castle!
Down here, a little bit further down the river.
Wait, are we actually taking like some weird long circuitous route?
That's
to
what
I
that's
was
that's
really-
what Sarah seemed to
I was-
imply with the squiggling.
I was joking.
Okay, well,
I
Apex
Oh,
and
you
the
were
Bear are
joking.
going to be waiting. Apex and the
was.
Bear are going to be waiting outside the Science Center for a minute.
Bragging my
mean-
core.
I wouldn't mind like taking a route to the barracks later that uncovers the bluff, the castle again. But I was honestly joking.
Oh,
My
well,
route would require us to circle around
well,
the
guess
science
what?
center 15
We're-
times.
We're living it due to your actions.
You made these choices.
You can't untake your choices.
You
Especially
can't
if it's continuity illness.
unchoose.
Yeah, can't unchoose. Come on. That's hardly sporting.
I'll go ahead and just label this other location revealed. The Mastodon State Historic Site. Also along the river. But you were heading to the Science Center, correct?
Hi.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it is a markedly shorter drive.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull a page out of Apex's book. I'm also just gonna be behind him. Someone needs to back up the Wildman and the bear.
Louise pulls up. Sorry, got lost on the way.
Like,
Crazy turn.
woo! I went on an adventure!
You pull
We
into
also
the
went vertical loop. Go ahead.
you pull into the familiar visage of the Science Center. A series of rather large buildings that you are, of course, accustomed to now.
My bear comes from across the street.
It's true.
The street bear.
As you make your way towards the front entrance, you are greeted, of course, by more of those Gen 1 synths. Theo, I'm not sure you've been here before, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think he's been here either.
As you approach this large, imposing-looking building, it's got sort of like a brassy-colored dome roof, and appears to be at least 3 stories tall. The words St. Louis Science Center are emblazoned above the front gate of this place, and standing sentry outside of this are 2... They look like skeletons. But they're up, and they're walking around, and they're both carrying these strange-looking rifles that look pretty similar to your own, but different in a few notable ways. As
They don't
you-
keep an eye out. They don't appear hostile. They just appear to be like meant
They-
to be there.
They appear to be patrolling, and as they spot
And
you
more
making
so-
your way...
And more so, none of us seem to react negatively to them.
That makes sense.
Yes, as
I
you
was like, oh,
march up to the gate, they clearly spot you, and they simply stand at attention. However, when their eyes go over to you, Theo, they sort of will linger, as if not recognizing you.
How do they react to the Yaogwai?
It's their heads both like in unison, like go back and forth between the Yaogwai and Theo. Just halt.
What is this shit? I don't know.
Halt.
Dude, I was built
Please
yesterday.
identify yourself.
I am the Apex.
Affirmative. You are listed in our databanks as the Apex. You hear a bit crushed version of your own voice.
I point to the bear. I point to the bear. This is Yogi.
Identity confirmed as
Yogi's like, oh, someone finally said it right.
and you. They look at you, Theo.
Theo August.
Very well. Your name has been added to the database. Theo August.
Hold on, I didn't consent to my voice being recorded.
What is your purpose here?
I looked to Louise.
Wanted to talk to Dr. Howell if he was available.
Both of them pause for a moment, and then one of them sort of leans forward with a decidedly less robotic motion. Hello again.
Ah, oh, God, forgot you could do that.
You
Hey,
hear-
Dr. Howell.
Theo, you hear a deep, raspy voice. Decidedly different than the other voice that had been speaking previously.
Mm-hmm.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Saw Bach recently. He said hi.
I see.
Oh, and Johan too. They're both doing well. Specifically, Bach's been helping me with a little project of sorts about my vault door. If you didn't know, it's busted. It won't close again, and whole part of me getting into this scrape with being a runaway and all that stuff was to get a part to fix it. But he seemed to imply that you might be able to help me with that.
That depends. What is it exactly that you require from me?
Oh, he seemed to think maybe you could make, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, Connor, I'm trying to remember this. Maybe instead of the same part, a replica could be made? Something that works the same?
Potentially, depending on what part you need exactly.
above Game Connor. What was it? Like a I think you said it was like a cone-shaped thing, or what was it?
Yes.
Would Louise know the exact term for it? I think maybe she would, but
I'm just imagining her pants. It's like a
it's
whoosh
shaped
thing.
like a little round pyramid-ish thing. It got pointy.
Yes, the Cody actuator. Yes.
It's like your science center if it came up in a point.
It was
They used to make it with
it
Coney
was
Island.
described to you as an interlocking cone.
She does do the feigning with her hands of like, well, it's kind of like one cone, like two of these interlocked. Yeah. It looks down embarrassed, like,
Oh, you're doing well, Starshine.
Yeah,
Sorry to
thank you.
explain.
No, thanks.
I might be able to fabricate something like that.
Oh shit! Seriously? Oh, that'd be good. That'd be great if you could.
Of course, it would require a considerable deal of time, effort, and resources to complete. Of which I have precious few remaining of all three of those.
I might be able to help you on the materials part. I used a lot of materials to go ahead and make up this power armor, but I got steel and what have you from the Alpha Steel Company out there. There might be some left over, or there might be another source of it.
From a steel
when you
company, you say?
Yes, Alpha
Yeah.
Steel.
That may be precisely what we need. Do you have it on you?
Well, what I have is still in the workshop over in Riverside. If I was to go back to the company, I picked out some steel there for the power armor, but there is a decent enough still left, if I reckon.
And when you mention time, is that just because you're trying to answer respectfully? A terribly busy scientist guy, or it's something come up you're having issues with?
If you recall, I was planning on leaving.
Oh right, right. Well, are you about to do that, or can we maybe bring you the supplies in your new location?
If you need a new pair of hands, I can offer myself.
Or build them.
Well,
Because he's a robot.
True.
I've got a functional laboratory here. It isn't perfect, but it suited my needs for these past couple of decades. However, the place I'm intending on going is much less to offer. Moreover, I'm needing to find a way to make myself, for lack of a better term, portable.
Can I?
Alvin says,
I'm
scratching
gonna-
his head.
What would I roll to not snicker at that?
I don't
Roll
think
a
you need
not
to
sticker check.
Just try
I
not
just-
to sticker.
for
You're doing great.
flavor.
Just a
No,
wits roll, I suppose.
just because it's just for flavor. It's just like Louise would be the one who'd be like, yeah. Oh God, I shouldn't have said that. Oh right, I forgot the +2. 9. She catches herself. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Would it be better to quickly just get this stuff to you to help if you're willing, or I don't know, could we move some stuff to your new place, or what is the best method for you helping that we could assist with to make less infringing on your time and effort and stuff. God, Cynthia was way better at this.
Why haven't you asked your sons for help?
There's a long pause after that one.
Processing. Oh, I'm a bad father. Processing.
Oh my god.
Apex don't care. Apex don't give a shit.
I hadn't even known one of them was still out and about. Until you all told me. As for Bach, he's got his own designs on the Wasteland.
It seems right now both of them are aligned. You should see what they've built.
Would they even have me?
I don't know.
From what I got talking to Bach, he didn't seem like he'd shove you out the door at first sight, and Johan's kind of dealing with a lot in his head. I don't think it'd hurt to have a fatherly talk with him. Did you do that?
Surely you could send a drone with a message.
Alas, there is a limit to how far my drones can go from the main sort of hub here.
I mean, we could deliver a message, yeah?
Yeah, you could. I guess you could leave it with us.
What would you need in order to travel? To become portable?
Well, I would need a computational storage matrix that is sophisticated enough to house my consciousness and light enough that it can be transported. So if you know of anything like that, that would be helpful.
What type of body would that be? Something similar to the Corsair, or would something simpler suffice?
I fear it is a bit more complicated than that. My state of being isn't exactly I'm stored on a computer. Essentially, I distribute my consciousness and my orders throughout the synths underneath my control. But really, I'm just sitting here in this basement.
And the thing that you're housed in the basement is way too heavy to go ahead and be moved around, or it's really conspicuous to move such a thing around.
I cannot be moved at current.
All right. Well, loud enough to transport, yet sophisticated enough to house her consciousness. Well, reckon you might know more pre-war stuff than we would. Would you happen to... I mean, you've been around here for decades. Would you happen to know any place that might have that outside of a science center? Maybe a vault or something?
You worked with my parents. Would they know of something? Were they helping you?
Well, I'm opening my notes.
Yep.
Oh shit. Going for the notes.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dr. Howe was like, "Give me a week, like a
No,
real life
Apex.
week."
I am your father.
Yes.
Box is
He's
like,
more,
no.
he's more machine now than man.
I helped your parents out with something a long time ago, and that was not something that necessarily was based around machinery, more biology. But now that you mention it, I suppose if you were able to get your hands on a Mr. Handy, I might be able to upload my consciousness into its onboard AI and essentially take it over.
What would happen to the Mr. Handy AI to it? Would you be like putting it like in a box somewhere, or would it be like?
The Apex
Go
says,
on.
"Be right back," and he starts walking to Forest Park.
It's like, yeah, how does that work? Wait, where's Apex going? Apex. Oh,
Wait,
God,
hold
he's
on
got
a minute.
idea.
Oh, we actually might have a solution to your problem. Give me 1 second. Apex, where you going?
What
Just
would
like
the solution
This is
be?
big T60 power armor just jogging behind.
Whoa!
Hello?
raises. I love it. Power armor raises finger. Like, wait, where you going, man?
Apex just heard Mr. Handy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, like that weird Servatron that's walking around the park."
The one you killed?
I don't think we killed it.
I think
Still there.
Yogi killed it.
Yeah, probably. But either way, its circuitry still exists. How much RAM is in a human brain, really?
I
We're
don't
We're
ever
gonna have
know
to
the
find out
answers
if
to these
recent trends
questions.
are anything to be believed.
Yep.
Weren't there some more hostile ones at the Museum of Transportation too?
Those were Protectrons.
Oh,
Yes.
doesn't really matter.
Let's see. So, Mr. Handy. We have to bring it intact.
Would this
Apparently,
be a,
the human. Oh, go ahead.
sorry, would this be a permanent takeover, Dr. Howell, of the Mr. Handy? Or just a temporary transportation sort of thing?
Unless I was able to find somewhere else to house my consciousness and equally powerful supercomputer, I don't really see any other recourse for it.
Okay.
Why?
Well, I had a thought, but it's like, well, that's not fair to Mr. Dalliard, is it? Though I think
You're-
Apex has an idea wherever he's going.
I almost said something, but I think I'm going to withhold that comment.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
raise-
I almost said
Right.
something, but that was kind of fucked
Raise
up.
his eyebrow.
I said
Go
I'm withholding
on.
it.
short
Looking
cutaway.
from the pre-war, it's a different era.
Short cutaway.
Look, just because you sound evil doesn't mean you be evil, okay?
Short
How's it going?
cutaway. Apex is just pointing at the Mr. Handy and telling Yogi, "Pull 7."
You could have asked Alvin. He's strong too.
I think this is funnier.
That's fair.
It's true, it is funnier.
As you get Yogi to drag along the shattered remnants of the Protectron unit. You park it, assumedly, out the front of the St. Louis Science Center.
Just drag it straight up to Dr. Howell as we're chatting.
Honestly, you guys are just chatting to the two drones out front, so you probably just hear the of this thing being dragged across the asphalt.
Let me see what.
The back of it is
Yes.
like sanded flat at this point.
Yeah, so maybe it's possible. Maybe
Taps him. Urshan.
Yeah, what's going on, huh? Oh,
I think.
honey, what is that he is pulling?
Uh,
Hold on. Hold on. Let me. Hi there, Yogi. Let me go ahead and take a look at this real quick here.
drop
Thank
it,
you.
Yogi. Drop it.
Well,
You just he
Just-
lets its boot out of its jowls and just backsteps away from it.
Thank you, Yogi. Let me go ahead and just take a looky at this
I
here.
toss him a chunk of rad roach.
Well,
Bear.
if I can get this rolling again, would something like this work, Dr. Hell? Or does it have to specifically be a Mr. Handy?
from what I recall, the Protectron units, they didn't have a sophisticated AI like the Mr. Handys do. It's more they carried out simple instructions that were pre-programmed in.
All right, so not this then.
Aw,
Apex-
he worked
Apex
so
shrug-
hard.
Apex shrugs and goes back to playing with his bear.
Hmm.
We're
All right.
wrestling.
Well, all right. Well, we just gotta find a Mr. Handy. That's I guess it wouldn't be too hard.
Trying to
Let's
think
see.
if I remember seeing any broken or Mr. Handys around anywhere.
You do remember
I only
one.
know. Oh, tell me, God, which one was this?
Well, there's two actually that you know of. There's Mr. Dalliard. There's also the one
no.
that manned the auto repair shop in Collinsville.
No, I mean like one that's shut down. I don't want Mr. Dalliard. That's permanent. Mr. Dalliard to be gone. Seems mean. We made him clean toilets for ages, and now we do this.
His
too?
existence does seem to be hell. If that does help your option. Like me above game, just looking down at it, I'm just like, if I had to go ahead and clean like
You
bathroom
can't
for
decide
300
if
years.
his life has meaning.
You've never seen me. Have you ever actually seen me stream a video game, Sarah? I absolutely can.
It decides
Connor.
his own meaning.
Hunter, have you ever been to the Science Center?
Yes, I've been several times actually.
What's your favorite bathroom
My favorite bathroom?
What?
at the Science Center? That's where Theo
Oh.
goes.
Probably the
What?
scary one.
All right, cool.
I'm very intrigued.
It's packed in the corner right next to the dinosaurs. And
Oh hell yeah!
every once in a while the dinosaur exhibit will like roar and start moving, and it's attached to loudspeakers that you can hear from the bathroom. So if you're taking a shit and you don't know, you just hear all of a sudden.
Time to take a spooky dookie.
That's pretty
It's
great.
to go. It's to go ahead and just help. It's just go ahead and just help bowel movements. That's why they kept it there. That's why.
Very well could be.
If only we could give him the Mr. Preachy. I don't like that guy anyway.
His
Now
AI
that
is
would
pretty
be
strong, though.
interesting.
Okay, why'd you say it like that?
Because it's a bad idea.
But still an option.
So there's a chance.
I haven't stopped you from
No.
doing anything this campaign.
I know, we skipped the tutorial.
It's
Yeah,
true.
we picked the Dante
So
must
you're-
die mode.
So you're saying there's a chance?
It's just me in the back, just going don't.
Look, we
But,
can
yeah.
have literally we can have the greatest science versus religion debate of all time take place in the brain of one robot.
Uh,
Good God.
okay. All right. Well, I have one or two ideas. If you can give us some time, I think I might. Either that, or maybe we can find a Mr. Handy for you. That I don't know. Oh,
I've got nothing but time, essentially.
fair enough.
Well, wait a second. If does it have to be one that's already functional, or can it be like a? I can't believe I'm saying this, but like, this is a weird question. How were Mr. Handies just sold back in the day? Was there like a place you could just buy them?
Yes.
Or like
Robco.
there was?
Oh,
Robco. Okay.
Practically every household in America had a Mr. Handy.
So there must have been stores where people could go ahead and buy them. If there's a fresh one, maybe one that's like, just, the box is clearly going to be fucked up, but like, if there's a fresh one, we could probably grab that and that would work. So, but where would people go ahead and buy Mr. Handies around here back in the day before the bombs dropped?
I had to hazard a guess, a nearby super duper mart would probably be where they would buy Mr. Handies before the war, but it's been hundreds of years since then.
That's worth a look. All right.
yeah, I'm down.
All right. Yeah, sounds like a gambit. All right. I'll take you up on that.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Howell, for entertaining the thought. We'll get back to you.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get this rolling for you.
Of course. Where is Cynthia?
Oh,
Cynthia-
she's off. You go ahead, you go ahead.
Cynthia's off helping us with making some deals and whatnot. There's a lot of stuff happening out east, and she's working her diplomacy with the caravanners. Now I could explain what's going on out east, but it is a lot. It is a long story.
Your children have been busy.
It is true.
Oh,
It's back, Sarah.
You entered the digital world again.
Ah,
Hi, I'm
your
Digital
mom-
World
We asked about
Optimus.
Cynthia, and Sarah turned into a robot.
I know the feeling. I've had this issue before. Hello.
hello. Huh. Claps hands. Okay. Sounds good. Oh
Perhaps
yeah,
so.
but did you want us to send word to Johann and Bach?
Oh, yes, I was about to get to that. If they actually do want to see me again, I suppose I should make my way there once I'm mobile. Tell them if they'll have me, I will come.
We can do just
Oh,
that.
yeah, I bet they'd be glad to have you. I mean, not to mention, you're a smart robot man. Look, Dr. Howell,
I'm sorry,
really
just the way you
looking at this.
said that.
Look at you, handsome fella.
Look at you!
Look at you doing stuff.
I am aware
Yeah,
I
look,
have a unique existence.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, I'm sure you'd be of immeasurable help to their community. Looks to Alvin, slow thumbs up, like that one was okay.
Yeah, it works well.
Okay.
Perhaps, although I'm not sure what help a geneticist would have for such a small community.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. There's all sorts in that community.
I suppose.
Well, first things first. I guess we got to go to a supermarket.
Oh, fair enough.
Alrighty.
Awkward swinging arms back and forth. Okay, gotta go.
Just gonna clap my just armored hand on your shoulder, and you and me, Louise, are gonna shuffle off.
It's like, yes, please take me away before I say something else stupid.
Good
Yeah,
seeing
well,
you, Dr.
goodbye to you. Goodbye to you, Mr. Howell, Dr. Howell, robot man. Alvin, take me away.
You're doing good.
Okay. Yeah.
Farewell.
You're getting better at it, Louise. You're getting
I need Cynthia for this.
I mean, just think. Your sister has to go ahead and talk to all these fellers all the time.
The far away sort of look like, oh god, my sister, right? All around me are familiar faces. Anyway,
So we're heading to the Brotherhood now.
Yeah. Alright, I need to knock off another 5% for the...
Yeah, I think the Super Duper Mart might be her best thing. He needs a Mr. Handy. And when he said that, my mind did go to Mr. Daliar, but if there's a way to go ahead and get a fresh one, I think that would work a lot better for him.
I don't want
If
to...
you're looking for handies, why wouldn't we just check neighborhoods? Old
That
houses
too.
used to have them.
I mean, we do have 2 new places we haven't explored yet. Anyway, I'm down for whatever. Do we want to hit the Brotherhood first, or we want to go Super Duper Mart real quick and shop for Mr. Handy's if they're available?
I don't think it's a dire ETA, so we can go down to the Brotherhood if you like. And while we're on the way, we could go ahead and keep our heads on the swivel, see if we can find Mr. Handy around.
Fair enough.
The Runaways and the Quest for Handies.
Phrase.
Put that on the comic cover.
Phrasing!
Apex is currently writing it.
Phrasing!
The Runaways in the quest for a handy.
100 years later, if there's just one guy reading it, he's halfway through, he's like, this isn't porn.
This is nothing like what was advertised.
I can't
Yeah,
jerk
I read
off to
40
this.
I had 40 pages
Or-
of this for nothing.
Or
I mean, I can, but
Or can I?
Huh.
I mean,
Oh,
I mean, that Theo is a stout-looking fellow.
I don't know what it is, but the way he draws that bear.
Ooh.
It's getting worse and worse.
Right, but you're going to the Jefferson Barracks first, then.
Sure.
Sounds like that's the way we'd be heading down. I mean, Theo definitely wants to talk to them.
Very
Oh
well.
my god.
You go ahead and write off 5% more of that fusion core as you follow the river
Alrighty.
back down to where you know to be the Brotherhood of Steel's hidden headquarters.
The
As
Apex
you-
actually isn't going to go inside.
Fair enough.
The last time he was in
Apex?
there, the last time I was in there, I told them I'd help set up that radio receiver. And I'd rather not have to answer for that. You'd be like, yeah, we're like, I would stop
Oh.
like out of visual spectrum of this place.
Oh yeah, above game. We just decided not to do that.
Apex,
Or did we-
Apex suggested against it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you did not while you were in Westport.
Fair enough, Apex. You and Yogi hang. We'll be back.
oh, hell, right. I'm wearing this. If I'm going with you, Theo, I should probably leave this behind, right?
Theo thinks for a second. Yeah, let's not give him any more to react to than we already have to.
All right. Well, I'm going to travel with you regardless. So,
You take point, Theo. This is your ball game.
Apex, if you're hanging back, would you mind keeping an eye on this?
I look at it. I look at you. I look back at it. I look back at you. I nod.
All right, thank y'all.
I wish I could.
And I will
Apex.
step out of the power armor.
You got any words you want for your brother?
Last I checked, my brother was at the botanical gardens with my family. The
That
rest
is
of my
correct.
family.
I don't know if Theo knows that.
Now, Apex, you're not gonna go in the armor, are you?
No.
Yeah?
He's lying. That's a 5.
You forget I can take one to know one, you.
Yes, but he's obviously lying.
As he steps out of the power armor, Alvin just gives Apex a bemused smirk. All right, now you just remember if anything happens, just go ahead and just keep a good eye on this power armor. He says very obviously to you, patting the crank on the back that opens it up.
Yeah, not a scratch.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna come back. There's gonna be blades on the fucking fist going, and he's like, I made some alterations.
What's the equivalent in the wasteland for like a boot on one of these things?
Just take the fusion core out.
I was gonna say a
Oh.
gun. I was gonna be really funny and say a gun. That's the boot for power armor.
Oh my god.
If you didn't already have a decorative paint job, you might have come back to one of those, but...
As you make your way towards the gate, a patrol catches you, and they walk up to you, but after getting a good look at who's amongst you, they'll sort of become a little bit more lax as they jog up to you.
What is their demeanor when they approach other than the relaxed? Do they look as though they're... Whoa.
Yeah. What happened?
I don't know.
Sorry about that. I was moving my mic away from my face, and it just kind of fell off the desk.
Ah,
Been
there before.
Sounded like a gunshot or something going off. I was like,
It
whoa.
did. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Might
Don't
have been
worry, I'm
Bosco
just
when he
under
shot his
assault.
computer.
No, it was not even just like, what is their demeanor toward us? Bang! That's all I heard.
They
Oh,
appear-
more. It's their appearance. Does it look like they're geared up for war, or does this look like a standard patrol or like guard?
This looks like a standard
Cutting
patrol.
Okay.
Yeah, as opposed to the arch grounds, there's a lot less excitement around the Jefferson Barracks.
That makes sense. Theo will approach. Ad Victorum.
Knight August.
He kind of blinks a few times. It's been a long time since he's been called a knight. Yeah. I got a meeting. Any of the council members around? Awake and about?
I think Paladin Madden and the Elder are discussing something currently.
Well, these are a few of my friends. Ever heard of the Runaways?
We've seen them around.
Waves.
Right.
Howdy, good to see y'all.
You might tell me where the Paladin is?
They would be in the war room, if anywhere.
I'm assuming Theo knows the way.
Yeah. And
He'll
seeing
simply
as
give a nod. And
yeah, seeing as how they have a member of the Brotherhood of Steel amongst you, they don't feel the need to escort you.
sorry, before he leaves, actually, real quick, one last second.
Mm-hmm.
My brother around, Trevor? I know he's typically doing scribe business, but be nice to see him.
Well, yes, he would be in the archive room then.
All right. You'll then tip a non-existent cap before heading towards the war room.
They would both nod. And the group of you that is going inside makes your way to the war room.
Don't get nervous now, Theo. We're right here behind you, all right?
I don't know what I'm supposed to say exactly. I mean, my whole life, these people took care of me. Now I have to try to convince them to do what they were told to do their whole lives.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not too dissimilar from my situation. So I would just go with whatever you feel is right to say.
Yeah.
They've been around you since the start. So I think these people would be the most willing to hear y'all out and offer advice if you need it.
He'll take a deep breath. I hope you're right. He'll reflexively reach for his medic's pouch, but then kind of hold his hand instead, try to steady his nerve before walking into the war room.
Hey, the thing about me when I was shaking it off, just take a deep breath. Close your eyes and just feel the wind for a second.
He'll follow the instructions and take a moment before continuing in.
You continue in, and you make your way to... Oh, what the...
You okay?
Yeah, just the window got resized on my screen here.
That's weird.
A compact window.
There we go.
That's what it looked like on the Pip-Boy.
This is a travel size.
But you make your way towards where you know the administration wing is. And you're outside of the heavy automated steel doors that lead to the war room.
Is there like a knock situation, or you need a code, or the guards?
There are another set of guards outside. Look to be full knights. Though not clad in power armor, as you know, there is a power armor scarcity in your particular chapter, and so whenever they're not being used in active duty, they're usually off. Some paladins always wear their armor. You know, Paladin Madden is always in his.
He'll stand at attention and salute. Ad Victorum.
Ad Victorium, brother.
I have to talk with the Paladin, the Elder. They got time?
One of the guards goes over to an intercom and will press a button. We've got a group waiting to see you. Knight August is among them. You hear the Elder's voice. Send them in. And he nods and will press a button and unlock the door with a pretty noticeable pneumatic hissing. The door rises up and opens up to where you see the grizzled veteran Paladin Madden wearing his power armor in all of its glory, towering above your Elder Savage. And I will put his picture back up here as well.
Ah, yes.
Theo will stand at attention and salute.
At ease, knight.
He'll do so. May I present some of the runaways?
Though not all of them.
That's right.
Good to see you again, sir.
Oh, you've met.
Yeah.
We have. Well, yeah, we met a while back. Alvin Bronson, if you don't remember.
I do remember. As I remember that I asked you to do something. Have you been successful?
You kind of... Oh, sorry, Terry, go ahead.
Well, there has been some snacks about that one, but Knight August here will go ahead and help us discuss that.
What do you have for me then, knight?
Well, I don't know if you know the situation over at Westport.
Last I heard, it was some sort of haven for raiders, specifically the gang known as the Family, where they did their slave trading operation.
Well, I ran into Paladin Dread, and he told me to seek out the runaways and help them out with I guess they had business in Westport, and, well, it's under new management now.
What exactly do you mean, new management?
Well, we worked together with some of the locals to try and take down as many as we could, and overthrew the slavers that were involved, and reconstituted the old mayor that was there. They seem more amenable to trade with the Brotherhood, at least last I discussed with them.
Amenable to trading with the Brotherhood. There are not many that know we are even still here.
Yeah, I've tried to keep relatively undercover, but with meeting a few leaders that I've met in my time working with the Runaways, it comes up. Speaking of which, we actually just came from a meeting with the archers.
It's almost as if the temperature drops in the room, as notably your elder, you've known him to be quite dour and sensitive to the topic of the archers. You see his brow furrow immediately.
I don't know if you know this, but they're gearing up for war. They got numbers, Elder. A lot of them. A hell of a lot of firepower to boot.
We are aware of this. We know their numbers have been swelling for some time at the Arch grounds, though we haven't been able to ascertain as to what for.
They're heading east. Or gearing to.
For what purpose?
He'll take a deep breath. They're going after, well, we know explicitly they're going after Vault 40, right? Or at least Theo does.
Yes. Yeah. you know that the archers are planning to return to Vault 40 to essentially take it back from the super mutants.
Go and try and retake Vault 40 from the super mutants that live out there. But there's a lot more than super mutants that live out there now. I've been there, Elder.
You've been to this Vault 40. What have you seen,
outside
Knight?
Outside it, there's a conclave of people that are existing. Ghouls, super mutants, humans, former white razors. It's a pretty sizable commune. They're all under they formed sort of a council with their leader being one Johann, super mutant. But they're not hostile, Elder.
Hmm.
Now, when I was speaking, or overhearing really, more about what Expedition Leader Baker was up to, or what they wanted, they seemed on a warpath. Not towards the Brotherhood, but they had some form of crusade with the people who once ruled over them, I assume back in the vault. So lots happened, and we found out that someone in Vault 40, I guess he used to go by the name Mr. Preachy, he's been trying to groom Johann for some sort of better future and tomorrow, and it sounded like he was poisoning his ear, but fortunately we got there and hopefully talked some sense into him. Like I said, lots gone on.
Why exactly are the archers trying to retake Vault 40?
He will look towards Louise.
Are you looking? You want her to take? Or are you looking
Yes.
like? Oh God. Well, above game, do they? I doubt they know. Like that used to be their vault there, right? God.
Are you referring to the Brotherhood of Steel?
No, the archers. No. Is it common? I don't think it's common knowledge that their vault used to be over there, right?
It is not common knowledge that there is a vault over there, no.
Oh, got it. Sorry, that was my bad.
It is even
Because
less
it's just
common
like-
knowledge that the archers were once denizens of Vault 40.
Like, how do I put this?
I misunderstood. I thought they knew this, so we
Oh,
could
okay. Are
redact
you
this.
rolling it back?
Yeah.
Roll back.
Well, apologies. That may have been tripping over my words. This is what happened. But we found out the archers are from Vault 40. And trying to retake it, take it back. Initially, when they were sent out, it was under some sort of religious crusade, but they're disillusioned by that now, and they want to head back.
You hear Paladin Madden speak up.
The archers are vault dwellers.
Yeah.
Huh. I suppose that makes sense.
It might explain the weird munitions that they have.
Then perhaps what they're looking for underneath the arch really is another vault. question is, why haven't they been able to access it until now?
I don't know. If I could speak slightly out of turn, sirs.
They both turn to you and fix their gazes on you.
We have an opportunity here. Do something good. If we can figure out what they want, we may not be able to take power, but we can certainly help King make. Favors is the only way we can handle this now. We don't have the forces. We help out the communities rather than try and take them over, and we can rebuild. Have a real shot at it, at least.
So what are you suggesting, Knight?
Let me head back out there. The runaways. Try and figure out what the archers are fully up to. What's in either vault. See what opportunities I can shake up. But I came back here because I wanted to make sure that you were all at least decently informed as to what was going on. We could certainly use some help, but I understand resources are pretty short.
Indeed. Especially now with Paladin Dread being AWOL, as it were.
There was another thing that happened. This community, they call it the Emerald Acropolis, was attacked by these giant mutant bugs. And he'll pull out the little etch-a-sketch thing that he has and show him the picture that he made.
They'll look over and analyze the picture as best they can.
There's a lot going on east, and I'm still trying to figure out what's happening exactly, but I figured I should report in what I know, and if there are any resources I could acquire while I'm here, I'd appreciate it. If no, that's fine too.
Elder Savage sort of grips the table that he's sitting at, just leans over and looks down. You see now there's like a hologram like projection of like the surrounding area with different sort of like pinpoints and points of interest and stuff that he appeared to be looking over.
I'm not the Elder. I'm certainly not even a Paladin. But there's an opportunity for us to speak to these communities. Not as overlords or even outright protection. People are willing to talk these days. You should try that. Hard power ain't nothing, you got nothing to back it up. So let's try soft power. That'd be my suggestion anyways.
The communities we have reached out to in the past have been less than keen to receive us.
And I'm hoping to try and help change that. What's the alternative?
The alternative is we retake the Arch, re-up our manpower, re-establish ourselves, and then, and only then, when the Brotherhood of Steel is back in its rightful place, we can try and help these people again. These archers, as you've described them to me, are vault dwellers in possession of dangerous pre-war technology. I am keen to try and get into that vault.
I understand that, Elder. I do. But if you go and march against the Arch, hell, if you go anywhere further than where we are currently without the communities around understanding what you're meant to do, they're going to assume the worst. And sure, you might take the Arch in one fell swoop, but you aren't going to hold it without them.
In your opinion, Knight, where would you suggest we start?
Honestly, Westport and Union Station seem like they make the most sense to me. They're central, they're somewhat nearby. I got plenty of trade and people coming in and out.
We have a
If you're looking for
contact.
good... Go ahead, I was going to change.
We have a contact in Union Station already. As for Westport, I suppose we could send liaisons. Now that you've
Also
dealt with the bad actors in Westport, perhaps we can get our relay attached to their radio tower.
I know it's a bit farther and away, but Riverside's also got good people in it.
That's true. We're a hotbed of industry up there.
We haven't been as far as Riverside. That far
good
north
community.
is cutting through Archer's territory.
Well, there is one last thing. I know the war wounds are still fresh, but I talked to Expedition Leader Baker and said if he was willing to talk with the Brotherhood, try to come to the table, reach some sort of compromise or movement around, some sort of movement forward, rather. He said he'd be willing, but would have no idea what to talk about. Even if you don't intend on taking him up on that or following that through, it does show their state of mind at the very least.
I'm not sure we'd have much to discuss.
Yeah, that's about what I thought was going to happen, but
Those
still wanted to say it.
murderers and usurpers have taken everything from us. And the only rightful thing they can do at this point is give it back and leave.
Theo will kind of just take a deep breath. Oh, that's about everything I have to report, Elder.
Where is Dread's younger brother? He was traveling in your contingent, as I remember it.
I'm currently wrestling a bear in a mech suit.
The greatest battle ever told is happening
Where
outside.
is he?
The Apex has, adopted a sort of companion, Yagwai. And I didn't really feel keen on marching up into the barracks with the Yagwai, sir. So we stayed out on the fringes.
Elder Savage had been sort of like seething. But the second you mentioned that, he goes from anger to pure confusion.
It's true.
Its
Its name is...
A Yaogwai.
You're not going to believe it, but he somehow tamed one and he named it Yogi.
Paladin Madden looks down at Elder Savage. You mean like the... Yeah.
The old holotapes.
I see.
Oh, give him time. He'll have a whole contingency of animals at some point if we let him.
I just imagine the paladin just looks down like, I was more of a Snagglepuss guy myself.
I like Pink Panther, actually.
Elder Dread, like, yeah, no, I like Pink Panther too.
Well, I gave him a device. A relay meant to boost our own signal using Westport's radio tower. With that, we can contact the remaining forces of the Brotherhood of Steel. Out west somewhere, I suspect. If you're not going to do it yourself, I ask that you return the relay to us.
He'll look towards Alvin.
I'm amicable to return it if you'd like, sir. It's an Apex decision.
Does Alvin have it, or does Apex?
No,
have
Apex. No, Apex had it. Like Alvin was going to go ahead and set it up, but Apex never gave it to him.
And I'm not nearby.
He's wrestling a bear in a mech suit.
Mm-hmm. There were
Once-
important things that needed to be done.
Once you manage to arrest the younger Dread brother away from his pet, I would like that back.
You'll have it. I can do that for you at least.
Very good.
Want to go handle that, Alvin? I should probably talk to my brother while I'm here.
Man, no trouble at all. Give me 1 second, Elder Dread. I'll go ahead and return to you post haste.
Well, Elder Savage.
Elder Savage. I said Elder Dread. My bad. I will, and then I'll just go ahead and just nod to both of them. And noticing that they're not charging me, I will then leave.
All right.
Am I dismissed,
As-
sir?
You're dismissed, Knight. And thank you for the update.
Dale will salute both of them for heading out to the archives. I'm not sure where Luis wants to go.
I'll go with Alvin. I assume you want some time with your brother.
It doesn't matter if there's company or not, but you go wherever you want.
As you leave
Actually, Alvin might need backup. Alvin might need backup.
As you
It's
leave
just
the
an epic fucking battle going on.
you leave the war room of the Brotherhood of Steel outpost in Jefferson Barracks. And having met with the leaders of some of these factions out here in St. Louis, the disparate clashing with secrets still left unearthed, we will continue this at some point.
Sometime. in the
Sometime.
future.
Because
Maybe.
Delay.
depending, I think. Because this is the end of the session.
Right, I figured it out.
I didn't say next time on Gateway yet. But yes,
Find out the answers to all these questions right now. As
indeed. I believed I had something next Saturday that I needed to be present for, I think.
December 13th. Day after my brother's birthday.
I'll look at my calendar and I'll ask some people, but yeah, a lot of things have just been blending together lately. It's been wild, but
Oh, this
yes.
season tends to do that.
Yep. Yeah. And then
Oh,
some.
boy. Yeah.
But yeah, I hope you all had a fantastic time with Gateway here tonight. Yeah, learned quite a bit of things. Got to explore a bit more of the lore of the area, and
Got to
yeah,
see the world's largest bottle of ketchup.
indeed. Indeed. Well, with that, let's go around the horn and de-introduce our players, starting with my very good friend, Fringe Type.
Hello, my very good friend Conway.
Oh, right.
Sorry,
go ahead.
hello there, Internet. Oh, what's up?
No, I just remembered why, but I'll say it.
Oh, okay.
I'll say it later.
Gotcha. Okay. Hi, my name's Fringe. I'm a writer and a voice actor. I am currently writing a series of radio plays, and I'm also currently writing a horror-themed RPG. You can go ahead and find me on twitch.tv/fringetype. I stream all kinds of video games. It is my only means of conveyance. I stream retro games. I stream a lot of games that like you might not have heard of. A lot of niche games. I play horror games on Thursdays with Sarah and my buddy Groove. We're currently playing Verho Curse of Faces, which is a game my friend Poe suggested to me, which is very, very fun. I also play a lot of action RPGs, a lot of old action RPGs. Like one of my favorites is Grim Dawn. I've also been playing an RPG that was suggested to me by a friend of the channel, Gentle. It's called Kings of the Dump. You play as a sentient trash can whose name is Dustin Binsley. It's very fun.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so good. You get to ride a worm. He could have just told me I get to ride a worm, and like I would have bought in the game immediately. Like, I did make several Dune puns during that. I also play games. I also play games like Fellowship. We just finished Tormented Souls 2, Tales of Montreal. Like I said, real old games. You're wondering what any of those games are? Come to my channel. I like talking about my writings. I like talking about the RPGs I'm working on, and also I like just telling dum-dum stories and just being around people and just showcasing just games that you might not have looked at on the Steam store. So if any of it sounds like it's up your fancy, just come on down to twitch.tv/fringetype, and yeah, I'll make you smile. That's what I'll do. That's my job.
Yeah.
That's me.
I remember Kurt Angle's Adventures in Tales of Montreal.
Oh my god, Kurt Angle's Adventure!
When he gave the angle slam to a vampire on a volcano.
Dude, that is the first time I ever killed the master was of Kurt Angle fucking body slamming a vampire.
With a broken freaking neck.
It's true.
It's
Good
damn times.
true.
Good times. They buffed that class, by the way. Brawler's one of the most disgusting duelists in the entire game.
Incredible stuff. But up next we've got Lanny Pator.
Hi there, everybody. I'm Lanny Pator. You can find me all over the internet at that. Feel free to. Check out 4-Star Bento. Kaiser and I just did a quiz facing off against each other in Dragon Ball lore. You'll never guess who wins. Beyond that, check out Tales Unwritten at talesunwritten.com. Book 3 coming soon, probably early next year, but I know that they're working on a few previews to show out there for those that have missed the adventures of Karna and Fam. So feel free to check that out. Beyond that, yeah, just stay tuned. Gonna be getting back to streaming here soon. Probably gonna try to do one of them there live watches or group watches of the Game Awards, so we can watch all the fancy commercials and stuff. That's me. Back to you, Connor.
Oh, my mic was muted.
No worries.
I was saying, just like the Super Bowl, people only watch it for the commercials.
Unless for some reason you like one of the teams.
That's true.
I love footy.
Or are horrifically into sports betting. Don't get into sports betting.
Indeed. Up next, we've got Sarah.
I'm on Blue Sky and YouTube at Sarah the Nation with any Willia. I mean, I've already done everything.
Yeah, but now it's the end where people have joined again, so.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's a whole different crowd, Sarah.
But I'm sleepy and I'm hungry.
Come on.
That's all that matters in this world.
And I should have been here at the start.
Come on, nudge, nudge. Do stuff.
To be fair, I wasn't here at the
man.
start, so.
Yeah, to their credit, our
on.
start time is nebulous.
Indeed.
That is to be
But
actually.
it won't be for long. It won't be for long. It's part of
Oh
why.
my gosh.
Part of why I remembered my Saturday next week.
But yeah, I mean, okay, good. If you play Wild Rift, there's a new Jinx skin I voice. Yay! Otherwise, next Thursday, more fun with Fringe.
What is
Yay.
Wild Rift compared to League?
It's the Wild Rift is the card game, I think, right?
No, that was Legend of Runeterra.
Oh.
Wild Rift
Which
is
was
the
honestly pretty fun.
cell phone version. That's actually really good.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard all right things about the mobile version. That's that's as polite as I'm going to get when the topic of League of Legends comes up.
Your Honor.
We cannot. We can never go back. Con.
I
We
must
can
plead the
never go
fifth.
back.
That
The
game did
we've
things to
done.
me. Up next, we've got Xanalis Graham.
Hi, you can find me also no longer serving my nickel with League of Legends. But instead, over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JournalistGrim at 7 p.m. PST on Monday, where we're going to be getting back to it with some more Stalwart Souls, D&D campaign I run with a few friends. Then Tuesdays, twitch.tv/Distortion Devil at 1 p.m. PST. We have some more Vecna Eve of Ruin. Thursday, twitch.tv/Monty Glue at 7 p.m. PST for some more Dungeon of the Mad Mage. And then Friday, twitch.tv/Distortion Devil again at 3 p.m. PST for some more Cazador's Guide to the Cosmos. And that's me.
Excellent, excellent. And I suppose that just leaves me. They can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, and Blue Sky at Distortion Devil. I stream every day except Wednesday and Saturday. If you are a fan of my opinions on role-playing and TTRPGs, then head on over to youtube.com/devilsanddicerolls or patreon.com/devilsanddicerolls, where I'll be putting out some content about TTRPGs and role-playing, a topic that is near and dear to my heart. Yeah, and that's about it for me. Don't forget tomorrow at a time, I'm sure. We'll have more information on that exactly when I have a chance to look at my messages, because Monty's been messaging me. But we will be having a charity stream tomorrow. A charity one-shot with some familiar faces. As we raise money for the campaign against living miserably, or calm, for their Jingle Jam fundraiser. And we are very excited to be a part of that. And we hope you are as well. And hey, it'll give you guys a chance to resub and potentially get that funny number, which I know you're all eager for.
21?
Yeah, that's the one.
6, 7?
So close. So close on that one.
Oh, I'll figure it out one day.
Both
It's
funny
true.
numbers are next to each other now. I think Gen Alpha did that on purpose.
Damn it, Gen Alpha. What the heck, ye?
Bastards.
But yeah.
I'll never forgive them, I think.
I think. But yes, I believe that's about it for the announcements. This episode of Gateway was brought to you in part by Die Hard Dice.
Dice!
That's
Hard
right.
Die.
I stuck it in this time. Mike couldn't catch up.
Die Hard
Delicious
Dice.
Yes!
It's him! Die Hard Dice is, as always, your one-stop shop for dice and dice accessories. And if you head on over to dieharddice.com, you can use the code Unexpectables, and you can save 10% when you shop online. Get those holiday orders in now.
Now!
Because
Do it.
you might not be able to at some point during the month. So if
What?
you or the dice lover in your life is eager for some dice this holiday season, look no further than dieharddice.com. As well, check out our merch store. We're looking to have some fantastic new Unexpectables related designs up before Christmas,
Crazy designs.
including a Prince Division design.
Yeah?
Wow.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of Prince
How
Division
timely.
fans out there. Indeed.
I know.
So be on the lookout for those when they drop.
Monty's gonna hate it. Me and Bosco are constantly lobbying, like, hey, Prince Division.
Indeed. But yes, we also couldn't do this week in, week out without bits and subs from viewers like you. From people such as Scatflipsa. Thank you for the 49 months of Prime subbage. Good to be back to Gateway.
Ain't it though?
Discount GM, thank you for the 31 months. I might be a little bit late for Gateway, but at least I can still enjoy it a few hours before my birth miss. Well, happy early birth miss. Or
Ah.
birth miss.
Yeah.
Practice.
They say a birthday is a doodly do.
A ding dong.
They do be
Ding
saying
dong.
that.
It is.
Doodly doo. The Game Master Eric, thank you for the raid with a party of 18. Appreciate it. And Solar Misfit, thank you for the 100 bits. The Runaways with the St. Louis Square Pizza, man. And Long Milo.
Long Milo.
I'll have you know, Elder Savage appeared first on this channel. His likening to any other characters on this channel is a complete coincidence.
Yeah.
His Viewer discretion is
his resemblance to any other twink is completely coincidental.
Indeed.
In fact,
Viewer
We
discretion
will
is
be seeing them
advised.
in court.
It's true. More like short Elder Savage.
Yeah, you call him Short Savage. There you go.
Indeed. Well, with that, thank you all so much for stopping by for this episode of Gateway.
Anyway.
And we hope to see you back potentially the 20th. We'll have to talk about it. But
Sounds about right.
for now, take care, everybody.
Take it easy.
Whee!
Let's see where we can take this party to. Who's live? Who's streaming? Sci-Fry is streaming.
Ah.
Let's go ahead
Hi,
and
Sci-Fry.
raid Sci-Fry. Our mission will be hi, Sci-Fry.
A classic.
Hello there.
All right. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. Take care and rest well. And
Be
goodbye.
well.
Be well.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.